I think as long as she's all for it, who cares?
That's what I'm saying. But it's like
they love it, dude. Girls love,
bro. They love getting
when
hammered.
they're with girlfriends and wives. They get hammered, and then they can be like, "Man, I'm usually not like that, man."
Dude. And they give you vacation.
And I'm reaping all the benefits.
They give you vacation pussy. It's vacation pussy. They drink 4 glasses of wine, and all of a sudden they're in Aruba. They're like, touch my butt, and you're like, fucking. I've been waiting for this for so fucking long.
I've been waiting.
Fuck.
I've been waiting for a sweet treat like your butt.
This is not the chat I get when my wife is drunk and comes home.
Really?
What happens?
Did she come home and beat you?
No, it's a lot of. So it hasn't happened in a while because she's either been breastfeeding or back to back. But I remember that's a lot of the criticisms get built up rather than the fun sexual time. It's
there can be that. Yeah, there can be that.
Okay, but then you let that crest breaks over you,
and then you get to do whatever you want.
But we also have such a beautiful sex life. It's the alcohol doesn't.
Oh, really?
Oh, you want to be present. You want to be there with your sweet.
But you said you do. The alcohol doesn't have any.
No, so the alcohol then is all the negativity comes out. I feel we've got the good stuff. We're fine.
Sober, you have good stuff going.
Yes, drunk, and all the negative feelings start to just bubble out.
For me, a drunk wife it's like the Sonic bonus ring. You just walk right through it. You're just like,
yes.
Especially when I'm also when I would blow when I wouldn't be able to drive. I'm talking about.
Yes.
I make sure I blow in a breathalyzer and say 0.08, can't operate a vehicle. I better go see what my wife's up to. And have guiltless sex with her. And take her to the absolute extreme.
Push her to the limit.
When 2 people are drunk,
I love to push my wife to her sexual limits.
I mean, dude, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
That's the whole point of being married, is that you get to push to the limits.
Yeah, it's chemsex, dude.
Do you like to push your wife to her sexual limits?
I like to keep my wife well within sexual limits.
Really? You keep her down?
I'm not a good love maker.
You're not?
Is this going on Patreon or public? No, I'm great. I've got a big, beautiful, circumcised penis. So.
How's your penis?
It feels great. You want to see it?
It feels great.
Yeah.
I'm glad your penis. My penis feels good too.
Yeah,
I turn around to you guys. Dude,
out.
We stare down the barrel.
I got more of the Swiss Army knife going on myself, dude. It's fucking effective.
It can be anything it wants.
So you said you'd rather not talk about, you'd rather not divulge the intimate details
of you and your wife's love.
No, I don't mind talking about it. I was thinking about the drunk people. That's what I was obsessed on. Because if both people are drunk, this is great. You know
it's a
the
great
grossest
area.
man is the man who doesn't drink and has the casual sex with women who are even slightly drunk.
Yeah, the 90s,
this is the number one worst pervert thing. It's the sober man who's going home with women.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't do it for me.
I don't like the sober man.
No.
Sober man who's out there just kind of playing
sober
the
man
floor.
banging chicks, yeah.
One night stands should be so shameful.
Yeah, but why should he be punished for having discipline? Why should he be punished?
It's not disciplined. Because being a party pooper isn't disciplined, dude. Ruining everybody's good time requires going
to the bar stone sober and just even interacting with drunk tricks is crazy.
It's terrifying.
Just like yeah, and just being able to like
yes, I'm here to fuck you.
Yes. Oh yeah, it's pretty. That is now that I've fully
it's gross
walked through that. That's pretty scary.
Let's get you home safely into the taxi cab, where I will have my merry way.
But I'm saying, what if the girl had like 3 drinks? You're talking like
this guy.
What if the girl had 2 drinks?
You know I ain't sober, dog.
2 drinks?
Yeah. Say you're at a family party, and it's not your family member, obviously, but it's like someone's
No, but
cousin.
let's say it is your family. That's
someone's
more spicy
friend comes to your family party. There's been 2 drinks, and you're in an open marriage, and it's like you're sober in your open marriage.
There's so many.
Any moment.
He's setting a lot of doors for yourself to be this another dream fantasy for you.
He's
Okay, you're at the family party. You're in an open marge. It's on. If your cousins bring their friends in your open marriage, it's on.
You've just done Wild and Out. You were so funny that everybody wants you at the Wild and Out party. Your wife is saying, go for it. Because she's finally giving you the open relationship you've begged for.
Family sex off with me? I mean, if I were in an open marriage in a thing, I mean, yeah, that'd be a different thing. It'd be a totally different interaction.
Wish I was in an open marriage,
bro.
No, that'd be wrong. It sounds great, but you'd be so unhappy.
Would you experiment with men in an open marriage?
I don't know.
It's an open marriage. You can do it.
Have you ever experimented with a man?
No, I've only found men attractive, I think, one time.
What was it?
I remember seeing a picture of, Morrissey from the Smiths. I saw a picture of him coming out of a pool in his early 20s.
How long ago?
10 years ago, but it was
and
really...
you saw it and you went, that's kind of
sort of like, I wanted to be near him. I didn't want to have sex with him, but I thought, I enjoyed turning the image over in my mind, and I thought, that's the closest I've had to a gay thing.
Dude, I
get that all the time.
Yeah.
I see guys I want to be around.
That's
why you're watching soccer? Is that what
Dude,
that is?
so this is, I just read a book about this.
That's why you watch soccer. Yeah.
I just read a book, and it was like, the whole book was pretty cool, but then towards the end, the dude threw this curveball in exactly and was talking about, the whole thing was basically how we shouldn't have some dogmatic view against our own minds, and we should just kind of like let them go and not get too repressive on yourself. And then it's like, yeah, cool. And he has all these examples. And in the end is like, like if you're married, like it's not, there's nothing wrong with having sexual thoughts about other women. And obviously if you're thinking about like a young man, Like it happens a lot. No one wants to admit it that like even heterosexual men are attracted to young men in a homoerotic way. It's not sexual.
What?
You just admire their youth. Dude, I was like there was 2 more pages left in the book and I just went, what the fuck? What
It's
the
a great way
hell?
to end a book. It's just like, yo, and also, dude, it's not a big deal to be gay.
As
You
a
have gay
pedophile,
thoughts.
I think that's very normal.
Dude,
Thank you
it
for
was
reading my
so
book.
nuts. It was sort of just threw it in there, like, dude, no one, these guys won't admit it with their machismo, but like, there's something inherently attractive about a younger male, and to just like that and
I
want to be
resent
around
them.
that. Yeah,
I don't want to fuck them. I see them like, you guys are fucking.
He was saying
lame.
like feed off them, just be like, fuck, dude, look at these guys, dude. God damn, look, they got 6 packs. I remember that. Fucking
yeah, I
fuck,
was.
hey bud, come
I
here.
gotta admit, when I was hanging out with
You want
the
some beer?
Notre Dame football team, I did give them beer and hang out with the boys. It's fun to hang out with younger men.
This guy claims it's nothing wrong. He was like, bro, it's
The Buffalo Bills. I'm a decade older than
Have you
all
read
those guys.
Death in
True.
Venice?
I was a little boy around them. I was going. I was just a lonely boy.
what did you say?
You read Death in Venice?
No.
Well, the movie. It's just about that. There's a composer who's sad and he goes to the beach and there's a plague, and then he looks at a young boy and falls in love with him and he dies.
Sexual love with him?
You know,
Or
he
like
just keeps
hetero-
looking at him.
homoerotic.
He sees him and he wants him and he's beautiful and the ocean is lapping on the. It's then the 3-hour movie
Yeah, I
is
don't
just a
mind
man
it.
watching a boy for 3 hours and then
Is
it's
it
over.
really?
Yeah, it's a great movie.
What's it called? Death in Venice?
Death in Venice, but it is like a weird pedophile movie that I think it was one of Prince Charles's favorite movies.
Was it really?
I think I'm getting that right. He
He's
went
a
to the premiere or
pedophile.
something. It was like the number one.
He
foreign
really
movie
claimed
of
that as his favorite
1972 or
movie?
something. No, I don't think he named it, but he
All right,
went. He
Josh.
went. Everybody was going, and the Queen
Oh,
went.
fuck, we didn't do ads.
Well, I'll do them afterwards.
I love the calling up the call center and reading them the ads.
Thank you.
I thought that was cool.
Yeah, that was.
I'll get it
genius.
together. I'll do it again.
He's a
one day.
genius. He's like,
bro.
Yay. He's my little yay. He's my little easy, Natty. We tickle and have fun.
Am I the boy that you've brought to this house?
We
Yeah, we
might.
came here to admire you.
I did
fully
bring a
tickle.
sex slave from Oceania. Me and my buddies are going. Me and the 3 of us. Are
Usually,
gonna-
yeah,
you
usually
have
have
the best sex
masquerade
slaves.
stick masks in the Patreon. We sit here. And we go,
Yes, and you have to use a double-sided dildo with guard dog. You guys have to go butt to butt on a
Is Eyes Wide
dildo.
Shut set in New York? I look
Yes.
forward to walking around and having a weird.
Wait till you go
sex
see.
party
Have you been
experience.
in New York at all?
No, just Queens.
Oh
Just- just
man, wait
from
till
the
you,
airport to
holy
here. Yeah.
shit!
Oh yeah, that's
Wait till you
love
see
it.
this city.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Yeah,
forward
this
to it.
is crap. I live in crap town.
No, I'm.
This
I still
part
love
does
the Greek
rule.
This
bit
is the
and
this
Arab
is
bit. It was
this is the
beautiful.
night. This
But
is my
yeah,
favorite.
This is easily the best city I've ever been in.
Wait till
Like,
yeah.
Wait till you see Manhattan. It's crazy.
I'm staying in Manhattan tomorrow night.
Okay.
It's going to be.
Yeah, let's
I
get
feel
you
like
out of
the
here.
Australian cities are
I can
very
come back Thursday, that'd be
Asian
great.
inspired. The architecture. No, for real.
Yeah.
That's something I noticed. It was like
Yeah.
really, everything's so new.
It's modern glass boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
kind of
it's not
sick,
bad
but I
about
did
LA.
notice that it was. I was ready for like a classic American skyline. I was. The
No, we
buildings
knocked
were,
it
like,
down.
circular and shit, and I was like, okay.
We got money
see
late.
what's up.
And
Yeah, I'm not. You know, it's nothing. I think
Australia,
it's-
I
Australia
admire
rules.
Asian architecture.
Australia's a great place.
the
rule.
sidewalks here are tremendous. This is the most like walkable.
Yeah.
Just hanging
Yeah, you guys
around.
don't really have, you
Good
guys don't really have
sidewalks.
sidewalks.
It's like 8 meters across.
Yeah,
I don't know if that.
we're big
100
units,
yards.
dude.
Yeah.
We're units.
true.
And people are just hanging out.
What do you think about the people? Like, do you think we're pretty jacked over here and strong? People
You're
are pretty.
great. On the television, on the American football, he was showing
Yeah.
me pictures and he was like, "This man could rape you. This man,
Because it's the classic.
this man
Dude,
could rape you."
you saw an Aussie football league.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if NFL players got in there?
It'd be crazy.
It'd be terrifying.
They would. People would die.
They would kill you guys. And it was the same argument. It's the same rugby.
What?
Like, well, there's breaks in this. So you don't. It's like, dude, they have to take breaks.
I literally watched a guy who was. I swear to God, I think he was a D1 or D2 football prospect play rugby, and he was completely unstoppable. He played the first year he played. It was his very first year playing.
Yeah, that's
got
what
the
I
lay of
thought.
the game, and just literally, like me in my dream, was carrying dudes in on his back.
Yes.
and
But then why
scoring.
wouldn't any of that when you retire, just come over and
Why
have
would
1
you
year
put-
of
you
Go
just-
what? Go
you
make
just-
fucking 12.
Yeah, you just destroyed your
Fucking
body
dollars.
for 20 years.
No,
Exactly.
but then you at least you have the
And here's a
the number
contract
one
with
rugby
the
player of all time. I don't
Western
think they could do it.
Sydney. You get $80,000 this
Yeah.
year.
Well, Usain Bolt
No.
tried to do it with soccer in Australia when he was done
Yeah,
running. He came
Yeah,
over
but
for
that's
no
different.
money. Why?
because
Soccer and running, soccer and track are two totally different things. Football
Yeah.
and rugby are pretty similar skill sets. And it's
Yeah.
I'm a rugby player, but I have to admit the facts, dude. If an NFL player played rugby, it'd be a problem, dude. Like a fullback.
Sorry.
Yeah, look, rugby, sure. Rugby's not the best game that we have.
Rugby's sick.
AFL is magical, and they couldn't. You can't be
Dude,
that
can you-
size and have that musculature
can you imagine
and
if
run
it's-
around like that.
Yeah, shut up. Can you
You could
imagine?
do 6 minutes, and then
Hold
you'd be
on,
lying
James.
on
This
your
is
back.
my podcast.
Oh, I apologize.
Can you imagine if Bryce Harper started playing cricket, dude? Those
Oh
Pakistanis
my-
trying to bounce a ball at him, just gone forever. Gone.
True. Oh, cricket wouldn't even be a thing, dude. If we sent like 5 Dominicans over there to play cricket,
Dominicans, you have no idea. You don't even know Dominicans.
No, there's a subtlety.
the batting
to
power on
cricket.
Dominicans is crazy.
They're all big arms up here. Cricket's all fiddly. Little. It's no.
Bro, they'd figure it out. They'd snipe.
You
The
guys
bat's
keep-
fucking this wide. The bat's like a hiney paddle,
Yeah,
dude.
but the ball spins on the ground. You don't know where it's
Bro,
going to go.
Have you
they
seen a
would-
baseball?
Yeah, it spins in the air.
That's
But
even
there's,
worse.
there's
Way-
a traction on the ground that is.
Yeah, but you
much
can you
more-
can judge.
All right,
If
I'll
I
give
see
you
a
that.
ball
That makes
bounce,
sense.
I don't know. For me, I'd get
Bryce
to-
Harper's going yard every
yeah.
time.
Come on, there's more money in. This is all right. Here's where the argument falls down. There is way more money in cricket than there is in baseball.
That's
Okay.
not true.
Yeah, it is. You've got all of India. You've got the money is insane.
Wait, the
I bet
players.
you
What
that
about the players'
highest
salaries?
paid cricket player, I would think, would make more than the highest paid baseball player.
No way. If you convert,
That's my call. India is so big, and there's so much money.
Bryce Harper signed
Yeah,
like
but you gotta do the
it was a
conversion.
$330 million contract.
Well, that is a lot. And
USD.
maybe I'm wrong.
They signed it.
Yeah,
Baseball money
it's-
is silly.
it's ridiculous, dude. What was A-Rod's contract?
That was the biggest at the time. It was like 250, I think.
Yeah, $250 million.
Now it's 300. Aaron
I don't know,
Judge.
how many years? What is
Like
that?
10-year contract.
Ooh, all right.
$300 million.
No, I do want to take it back.
But I mean, cricket. I mean, they might be. They're probably paying dudes like $600 million
Why,
USD.
is it way less? Is it way less?
What is it? What's the money in India called?
The India, it says INR 7 chores. I don't know what that means, but it says the average cricketer makes. Oh no, a top cricketer makes about 60 grand per month.
That's
so bad.
that's
way
a
less.
top cricketer.
What's 300 or $250 million divided by 10 years per month? It would be 300 million divided by 12 divided by 10. It's a lot. It's probably like hundreds.
But not like
of
a
thousands of
top,
dollars
like with the top. Like
Yeah, I can't. I'm trying to figure it out. I can't find.
England has a cricket league, right?
it does, yeah.
So they probably get paid pretty decent.
It's with the league is
Yeah,
the
that's from the
smaller,
England league.
less
That's from the
exciting
England
one.
Yeah, like an average player gets about 9 G's per month. But
Dude,
that's not a
It's hard to
superstar.
describe.
That's not a
If
superstar.
the national
It's not
team
a
is the big thing,
superstar.
but the main one is the
Gotcha,
Indian
gotcha,
T20.
gotcha. Well, yeah, I think it's safe to say
But
that.
shield cricket is
This
you're meant
is
to
crazy,
be
dude.
an amateur.
What is
Cricket
it?
players don't get shit.
How much
I'm
do you
just
get?
telling the top. I'm just saying the top.
top,
the creme de la
top.
creme.
This is number 10.
Who's number 10?
Kane Williamson from New Zealand.
Yeah.
Monthly salary $37,000. He makes
All right. I was wrong.
podcasting makes
I was
more
wrong.
than cricket.
Who's number one? Give me number one.
I mean, number one is it's probably 100,000 max, which is nowhere near
Imran
basic.
Khan is in charge of Pakistan. He's got a whole country. None of your.
Yeah, but that's probably some weird.
Joe
currency.
Root.
What's he
Oh
got?
yeah, Joe Root.
Joe Root makes $400,000 a month. His net worth is $3.3 million.
Well, that's not as good as I thought
It's
it was.
good money. It's nothing wrong
It's
with
good
it.
money. It's nothing to sneeze
I mean, coming from the
at.
is
second
the-
world. No, I could see
is
if
that
you
just
lived in a
England?
second world country.
Number one,
You'd be like, man, that must make $1 billion.
Oh, Virat Kohli.
Virat Kohli makes $690K a month.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
That's up there.
pretty
You
good.
might be able to move to
Yeah,
California
you can buy a house in
someday.
California.
This is the empire, dude. We are the empire. Baseball is our
You get
game.
money through ads as well, though. He's
That's
getting
true.
Of course,
advertising
of course.
money.
Well,
Yeah.
I know, but so are the baseball players.
Yeah, ours get paid. Yeah, by like the
They get paid by real companies, too,
multinational
not like-
global corporations that control.
Come
the
down to Australian Meat Pie. Come down to the local meat pie.
Balfours, yeah.
Come down to Balfours, the local meat pie. I'm fucking from Pakistan. I play cricket from Pakistan.
world. Oh my!
I have a female cat.
So,
but no,
dude,
Australia's cool, dude. But
does
Come
rule.
on, dude.
We don't have
No,
the money.
does
You
rule.
can't compare to the greatest country the world has ever seen.
You're about to witness the magnitude and splendor.
Wait till you see New York. You're
You're
gonna
gonna
go,
go to
whoa.
Manhattan.
Queens is great.
Queens is great.
Queens
It's
rules?
a little quiet. It's quiet.
Los Angeles was the worst place I have ever been in my
Los
entire
Angeles
life.
does
sucks,
stink, dude. It
dude.
does
I got off the
stink.
plane and someone said you should see Venice Beach while you can. And I went to Venice Beach at 8 a.m. And it was just 2 miles of insane people shouting, "You faggot!" But they're shouting at themselves.
Really?
Yeah.
And I'm looking around. Who's he shouting at? Him. And then just beautiful people running and ignoring the homeless people on the
Yeah.
other side of the.
Yeah, that's the United States. As
Yeah.
in total, that's the perfect visualization.
It was kind of. And then I went to a 5-star hotel. I didn't know it was a 5-star hotel. And I had
Crap.
a $15 beer. No, I just recharged my phone and.
Oh,
They
nice.
thought I looked like this, and I had a big bag with me, and I think they thought I was.
They thought you were
but
a
they didn't
vagrant?
kick me out. Yeah,
Yeah.
Really?
It's
They
nice.
let you chill and charge your phone?
yeah, but they were looking at me like,
Yeah, you got to get.
Yeah.
I had a big thing going. I would take dumps in nice hotels.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
Dude, when my brother had
best.
that lunch truck, so I'd have to leave the lunch truck and have to go put on airs in like the Ritz Carlton to take a really peaceful dump. And I used to always, I'm pretty good at being like walking around.
Yes, I
and be
belong
like,
here.
Yeah.
Chest up,
You've-
walk straight
Yup,
to the bathroom.
straight through.
"You've
Hey,
got
how
a
you
very
doing?
nice ply here."
A play?
The ply. I don't know how many. The toilet paper.
Oh, ply. Yeah.
Ply. Yeah, you're doing well.
Toilet paper?
Your
Yeah, well,
toilet
I
paper?
shit a lot. and
What
I-
are you working with? Toilet
I'm
paper
not
wise?
sure.
Gotcha.
My woman orders it off of
Dude,
Amazon.
that's so
She's doing a good
fucking
job.
alpha, dude.
What?
Just be don't.
I
Just
say
not be
get.
involved with
I
that
tell her. I
shit.
say get the nice stuff.
That's
and
what's
that's it. End of
Yeah.
discussion.
Yeah, for sure. Because there is too quilted. I don't like too quilted, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, we found a nice happy medium. So, 'cause I told you, my mom made me wipe my ass with like the almost like transparent Dr.
Yeah.
Paper.
Yeah,
level.
unbelievable.
Makes the anus strong. Sets you off
That's
a
what she
lot.
told me.
Every
That's
Like
church.
running around barefoot.
That's
as a
what she
kid.
told me.
Yeah.
She was like, "Yeah, you don't want to get in a situation where you don't have it, and you're gonna be all torn up." And I said, "Mom, maybe you're right.
Well, your butt's gonna get
My
torn up.
asshole's gone soft, dude." My mom would be disgusted if she saw how smooth my asshole was,
Uh-huh.
not constantly bleeding from cheap toilet paper.
I'm pretty consistent on that.
Yeah.
It's a bad habit.
What?
Ripping my ass with toilet paper
Dude.
constantly.
I got it. Yeah.
Comedy
yeah.
club toilet paper is very bad. I don't know if that's true
Yeah,
here, but
it is.
always the worst.
Dude, I got into a whole last night of researching how many people shit their pants in America. It's what percentage of people do you think shit their pants on a weekly basis in America?
Weekly?
Non-institutionalized people too on a
Not
weekly basis.
medical related.
Just out in
Well, I
the
guess it would
wild.
have
Well,
to
they
be.
call it incontinence or whatever.
Yeah, non-incontinence shitting,
Yeah.
or including incontinence.
That's well they call it.
JB,
It's,
Joe Biden dumps.
they basically claim that like, so it is a medical condition, but they haven't really pinpointed the exact cause of why people shit their pants. Well, it's enough to be like a concern. I've read like a
I would be
scientific
so
paper on it.
fucking
What percentage?
concerned.
What percentage of people shit in their pants?
Weekly. It's like 2.3
2.3% shit their pants.
shit their pants on a weekly basis.
Ooh.
8% shit themselves monthly.
Do you have the yearly
What?
pants?
1% of the 8% who shit themselves monthly. It's a solid log, dude.
Yeah. No.
They did a study.
Non-diarrhea logs.
The majority is complete liquid. I think one of the categories is mucus, which is like,
Oh,
it's a
fuck.
mucus discharge.
Oh, that's not liquid. That's
in the
sticky.
supermarket. Just hitting the Jello mold,
Oh.
dude. Yeah, but this is about 8% of people shit themselves once a month in public.
when's the last time you shat yourself?
Not
Do you
for a
remember?
while,
Never?
dude. Not
I
for
had
a fucking
I
while.
had gastro early in the year. I had gastro after I had the circumcision, and I ripped the stitch.
What, you had gastro, like they sewed your stomach
That's it.
up?
What's gas?
Oh, sorry, like the vomiting, shitting, food poisoning.
Oh, okay.
like,
Oh,
the
I
thing
think
that
you
went
get a
around.
fucking
No, so I was
fat
shitting and
surgery.
vomiting everywhere, but it was the week after I had the circumcision. So I had to sit on the toilet all day
Oh.
doing violent shits with the, and I had to go to the hospital because I ripped the stitch. I just wanted to share this with everybody.
You
it was
ripped the
great.
stitch from throwing up and shitting?
From throwing up and shitting too
Throwing up
much.
and shitting, you ripped a dick.
I ripped a dick stitch. Yeah,
How was that?
that was maybe the worst day of my entire life. Because I was wearing nappies and I was worried about getting my dick infected.
You're wearing nappies?
I wore nappies
Yeah.
because I shat the bed.
You don't know what nappies are?
A
Oh,
diaper?
sorry, a diaper. Yeah.
Adult diaper? How
I
was
wore
it? How'd that
nappies.
feel to be tucked into the adult diaper?
You know,
I've considered
I
wearing
was
them and
be-
take
it was
podcasts.
better than I
to the
thought
next
it was
level.
going to be.
Did you have sex with your wife in an adult diaper?
Oh no! But she would.
Dude, I might get some nappies. Lay on this couch.
Bro,
Just the nappies going.
if you got a baby play, that'd be so hot.
Baby plays so.
Oh my
I'll
God.
crawl on the floor.
Oh.
Yes, I'll
Dude, a
crawl
passy?
over.
If you got a passy,
Ooh.
oh, they pull your
And a
fucking.
little rattle.
She pulls her diaper down. You arc some pee on her. Yeah, dude, that's
You like that, guard dog? You like me crawling on the floor in a diaper?
yeah. That is such a how dirty would your diaper be? Be honest.
It would be fucking insane.
Oh, Shane, it's such
You're
a
a very dirty
diaper.
boy. You're a
It
naughty
would be
boy.
insane. If I dumped out in a diaper, it would be fucking crazy, dude.
Oh, dude, it's so funny. He's like, kids just have diarrhea for the first
Yeah.
year and a half of their lives,
Yeah.
and then they start like actually shitting their pants with logs.
Yeah.
So they'll get like a Pinocchio nose sticking out of their. They'll get like a full fucking
Yeah.
turd sticking out. It's
Oh,
the
man.
funniest thing.
How much of being a parent is just looking to see if someone's done a shit?
It's
It's
dude,
a lot. I thought it was
nonstop.
never, but it's every day.
constant.
I
Smelling
get
their
so
ass.
mad when my sister brings her kids over and they
the shit.
they're just shit, and it's like, dude, the room fucking. And they're like, "What? I already checked it." Because parents are around shit all day. They don't care.
No.
And they're like, "I already checked the diaper. I'm not changing a fucking diaper right
Yeah.
now. I don't even want to check."
Yeah, you start going. They
probably not.
just shit themselves. Give it a minute. It's not wasted.
Yeah.
And then, dude, 2 hours goes by, and you're like, oh
Oh, fuck, they've been sitting there.
And they have a rash.
dumping
Oh,
it.
when you haven't seen it in a while.
and they have a rash, and you're like, fuck. Yeah, it's truly disgusting, dude. The smells, dude, when they shit, we have like the training potty. There's no water in it. So like once they first start shitting,
Yeah.
the whole
Are you
downstairs.
toilet training at the moment?
Yeah, we're like still kind of we're in like
Okay.
the finishing stages, but she'll
Yeah.
log out in like an unwatered
Yeah.
plastic potty.
Yeah.
Oh, and you have to be like, keep going nice, and you're just like, oh my god, I'm gonna throw the
Dude,
fuck
I
up.
logged out in an unwatered toilet last week.
Where?
Set life. I was on set in a trailer.
And you got a log and a
I
fucking.
dropped a log
Oh,
because there's toilets in the trailers.
there's no water.
No, it comes after you flush.
Whoa.
And I dropped a log, and it's a small trailer. I mean, it's a small room.
Yeah.
That was devastating.
Were you impressed with yourself?
I was, but then I knew a lady was going to come knock and be like, "All right, they're ready for you." And the trailer was going to stink like
dude.
open air shit.
That's that finger coming out and fucking fucking the smell finger.
Yeah, I just recently dropped one open air shit.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
It's like devastating how bad it
Yeah.
stinks. It's crazy.
I think you're desensitive. Well, your toilets have more water than our toilets.
Yeah,
so
we-
you can
yeah.
really not smell the shit at all.
We really work
So
on
you're
that.
not used to smelling the.
Ours
the
are
foot.
fully
It's
submerged.
crazy.
You can smell
The
the
rest of the
foot on
world
our toilets.
doesn't do it.
Like, what's up with you just need
We're
like
trying to
2
save
more
water and have lower flush levels, but you've got when you got a wiper,
No,
you
but
put your
your
hand in the
toilets
water.
have always been like that.
Yeah, well, we've always been afraid of the water.
Yeah, I guess you guys really
but the
need
UK
water.
have similar toilets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everywhere
everybody
else.
else.
So I don't
German-
know why you have such. The German one is meant to slide forward so you can see the shit.
It's fucking disgusting.
yeah,
What happens?
it's
German
like
one's
you're
a
meant to. It
flat
slides forward
porcelain plate.
so that you can look at it and see how your health is.
That's kind of sick. I inspect my dumps. I like.
I
to
just
know.
inspected that dump.
How'd you feel? How'd you?
Pretty good.
Nice. Nice.
Fucking horse pile. That was a unit.
It's kind of nice.
Got the pile of shit
Did
in
you?
there out of
You
my
big
ass.
boy?
I might start.
Get it done. That's what I'm talking about. Baby.
Yeah,
Get it done. Oh,
I might
I'm
start
too-
purging my. I might start purging my digestive tract with castor oil. I watch it.
We
that
talked about
happen?
this.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, you can just eat a bunch of castor oil and just shit and completely cleanse till you're not nothing's like just water's coming out. I might try it.
I got a day off today.
Purge.
I might uncork hell all
Purge.
day.
Yeah, purge. Dude. I'm
wanna
telling
do
you, I'm gonna
that?
pick a day.
I've only just hit equilibrium from eating your corn syrup. What's it called? Whatever.
Yeah, the
there's something
food.
in the food that for the first few days I was here, it was mental. But now everything
Oh, the
got
high
nice,
fructose corn
tight
syrup?
together.
Our food is
Oops.
nuts, dude. That's why we're all fat.
Yeah.
Well, you're not all fat. I do feel. I've never felt better about my body than walking around.
Yeah, you look fine.
some
Sure, you do have a
places here.
Patriots build. You have a Patriots build.
You do have a completely patriotic build.
It's great to be here in this country. In Australia, I am a very
Dude, in
fat
Australia,
man.
it was nothing but like tall,
hot
jacked,
dude. The
hot
dudes
dudes.
were so hot.
Crazy, hotter than the girls. You
The
heard it
dudes
here
were
first.
hotter than the girls.
We are known for having beautiful.
It's what the
Beautiful blokes.
fuck.
You have beautiful books.
I just wanted to admire them.
Look,
My girlfirland
Margot
would
Robbie
never
is like
be
the
allowed.
most beautiful.
Never
woman
allowed to go to
alive.
Australia.
No way,
What's
dude.
that?
Margot Robbie is considered. Is she still top woman?
I love her.
Yeah.
In terms of most beautiful lady, she'd still win.
What are you asking us?
Would she be like the most beautiful? At some point, she went like Marilyn Monroe for a while was the most beautiful woman in the world. Was Margot Robbie
Robbie's
that?
up there.
Yeah,
She's up there.
You're,
Next-
you're talking about like a celebrity.
yeah. Who's like
I thought you
Who's
were
the
asking
hottest
us.
babe?
I
Top
thought you were
woman.
asking us if we thought your wife was hot. I was like, wait,
my wife is a
what?
very beautiful woman.
She is.
My
Yeah.
I'm
I thought
married
that's
to
what you were
Margot
asking.
Robbie.
I was like,
Yeah.
bro, are you fucking hot wifing us right now? What the fuck?
I'm sure we've all. I'm sure you've
That's
got
a
a very
sick
hot,
move to come on and be like,
hot
guys,
wife.
you think my wife's attractive on a podcast?
Yeah, just like
Are you still
this
going
is
with
her. Don't tell him it's your wife. Be like, what do you think of this woman?
Are you still-
Be like, this girl keeps DMing me. It's just fucking gross, right?
Oh, my.
Trick someone into being like, yeah, dude, she's disgusting. It's like,
That's
that's
my
my wife.
wife.
That's my wife.
Get my fucking wife's name out of
Fucking
your
asshole.
mouth. dude.
Fuck you.
And it's like XXX news. Like, yo, look at this fucking picture. Like, oh man, what
Yeah,
a pig.
get a nice nude of your wife.
Like, yo, man, what a fucking pig. But what the fuck, dude? That's my fucking
That's my wife. You sack
My
of
wife
shit.
you're talking about, dude. You piece of shit.
That would make me start crying.
True. I'm sorry, I didn't fucking know.
Mommy, I need you.
Are you
Yeah,
still
hot
off
wiping's
porno, by
nice.
the way?
Huh?
I wanted to, are you
Still
still
off
off
the
porno?
porn, bro.
Well done.
Still off the point. I think I'm telling you. I think that it really is the first like month is really difficult.
Yeah.
I really don't think about it anymore.
I watched porn this weekend again.
Nice.
It was fucking great.
Yeah, I mean it's.
It was so cool.
Look, it serves a purpose. But
Dude, I'm telling you, after 3 weeks,
to liberate.
it was just. I just stopped thinking about it. It just doesn't really.
It is a shameful act. We were talking about it last night. I'm whacking off in hotels.
Very shameful.
I'm
Yeah.
naked.
Yeah.
Lotion, and then my bare feet on the floor walking to the fucking
Yeah.
that fucking
Yeah, and you have a lotion.
pitter patter lotiony cum covered dick.
Yeah, but I don't understand that onto the self, onto the own. He goes on
I'm
the belly.
about to get in the
It comes
shower.
on his belly.
Your belly comer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm about to get in the
My
shower.
my one brother's a belly comer. I'm
No.
more of a turnaround. I've tried
Matt
belly
is
comer.
insane, dude.
I
Matt
turn
lays
around
on his
and
side
hit.
and jizzes on a shirt.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
I go,
I always into something that can be destroyed and
Sometimes
moved out
I
of the
do
way.
that.
Actually, my
but
boxers.
Unlike
Yeah.
you, I shower. You don't shower very often.
I kind of.
I had one of your showers this
This
morning. The water pressure
Yeah.
is
How you
delightful.
like
yeah,
it
we
that.
love water.
It's
dude.
really, you just have enough water to go, we're going to have proper showers here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I stink, but I'm
You
loving
do
it.
stink,
No,
but
I
that's
will have
fine. You're a
another shower.
foreigner. You're
Can
dirty.
I'd like to buy a Phillies shirt.
Yeah.
That's still purchasable. I throw
Oh,
my
yeah.
weight behind the team. I don't have a baseball team.
Yeah, you should
I'll
cheer
jump
for the
on. I'll jump on the
Phillies.
bandwagon.
Dude, how about the phenomenon you noticed of college football teams being worn by Australian teams?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
crazy.
we do that.
Yeah, that
Every
was
single
nuts.
person.
That blew me away.
Every single person was wearing. Pittsburgh was everywhere.
Dude, it was Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh was everywhere.
We saw so much Pittsburgh gear. And Shane he'd be like, "There's another
Pitt.
one." I was
Are
like,
they a
what
good
the-
team?
No,
I don't know.
The Steelers are, but for some reason the Pitt. It was either the Pittsburgh Steelers or the Pitt University.
Yeah,
It was
I don't
crazy.
know what the fuck was going on with that.
They were all wearing Pittsburgh
That's
Steelers or
Pittsburgh is
Pitt.
kind of Australian though, if you think about it.
It is.
I don't know what about
I
it.
felt-
It's just
very
white
at
trash
home at
with
that
mullets
airport.
and fucking.
True,
like,
true.
"Ah, we like to drink and play. Hey, a couple of drinks, Mike.
There's big jumpers. Everyone's wearing baseball hats. And,
What's the drug that's currently tearing apart Australia? Is it?
oh, it's still
meth or
meth.
heroin?
Yeah,
Meth.
we've got a big. But cocaine is becoming more prevalent.
I feel like
So
Australians
meth is
love
starting to
coke.
come down a little bit.
They
we
do.
love, yeah.
England loves coke.
Do they
Everyone loves
really?
cocaine.
Those bros loved cocaine.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No,
Yeah.
we never had an opioid. We don't have an opioid thing.
Wait for it. It's
Oh,
coming.
you
You
haven't
guys
had
are
it
gonna
yet?
love
I look
it.
forward to it because they
That'll be
seem
fun.
more relaxed than the meth people.
They are.
Yeah,
You'll see the
it
New
seems
York-
like a better
The
category.
New York homeless are a lot better than the LA homeless.
Yeah.
The LA guys are on meth. You'll see the New York guys are sleepy.
Yeah, they're pretty
the
chill.
dream.
Pretty docile.
They're sending out bad tweets.
True.
spoke- a man-
Sleeping. Obama gave them social media. And they just,
Outside of, I was at the Queen's Library and a man was smoking a joint and he just started. First of all, the marijuana on the street it's a lot, but a man was smoking a joint and he just started talking to me. He was like, "You got drugs in Australia? What kind of drugs are you making people do? You got fentanyl?" And I said, "No, we don't really." And he said, "I think the government is pushing out fentanyl to kill homeless people." But he was like a nice dressed stone man. But is this I mean, it must happen. Fentanyl must kill people. Like
it does.
bang.
Yeah.
So your homelessness crisis must be resolving.
No, but
No.
that's
No.
not the worst. We've discussed that.
What?
It's a good way. Give the boys fentanyl.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's what they're looking for. They like it.
Yeah,
they want
true.
it. They want the sweet release.
It's like, do you ever buy those ant traps? They have like the sugar water with borax.
Yeah.
they bring it back to the colony.
Damn, that was great. That was great. They're like, "This is good. Where'd you get this?" Yeah, he died from it. You love ants, dude. You sent me a picture of an ant like yesterday.
Dude, the zoom up on the ant,
The ant's face is so spooky,
bro,
dude.
that was fucked up. This close to Halloween too. I'm already.
Oh yeah,
spooked to
what are
death.
you, James? What are you going to wear for Halloween?
I don't know. I'm going to be in LA going back.
Ooh,
On
What are you going
Halloween.
to dress as? You should do blackface.
I was going to say Klansman.
huge hit here, dude. Blackface in America, huge hit on Halloween.
Great. Well, good. Thank you for looking after me and helping me to find a good outfit.
You are a smart feller.
Yeah,
You're a
he's
smart fella.
He's a very
Because
smart.
I've
Witty.
twigged that blackface is frowned upon here.
You've
fact
figured
you
it
connected
out.
those
Figured it
dots so
out.
quickly.
He's a little sharper than the average Australian getting off the plane.
No, that was my first impression. I said, "You're a smart."
No, he's
fella."
very smart. He's a
Please.
good reader. You read
not having
books.
dude. Also, thank
I
you for
want a
those
copy
Bluey
of your
books,
book.
dude.
Yeah, they work.
I'll send you one
Yeah,
for sure,
thank
dude.
you.
Thank you for the Bluey books.
Man.
She loves those.
Yeah, it's great.
That was very sweet of you. I appreciate
Did you,
it.
Oh,
do you
yeah,
still
that
have
was a
the
nice
Mark
gesture.
Latham biography?
Oh yeah.
You got to get around that. Mark
What'd you
Latham's
get
the
me?
shit. I got you Mark Latham's diaries.
Oh, I think I threw it out.
I'll find you even more. There'll be another one just around the bookstore.
True.
I definitely threw it out.
I don't mind.
Unless it's up there. It might be up there. It might be on my massive library.
You do have a lovely.
Oh yeah, these are all
Collection.
books I've read.
Have you read all those books?
Yes.
What, even the fiction with the nice covers?
Of course.
Yeah, get in there. Get in there. You're a Jane Austen
Yo,
person?
seriously, what would you do if you opened your marriage?
What would you do if
How
you
would
opened
this
your
trip
marriage?
change?
I would never open my marriage.
a couple
I would
Yanks.
never fucking one
What if,
time.
what if a couple Yanks
open up
got
the
you?
marriage.
A couple
That would-
Yanks.
that
That
would
would be
be-
a brutal on-camera rape. I knew why I was brought here. I knew this was a strange thing to let an Australian man come to your house.
I
That
said-
would be World War Z of dudes just fucking your wife. You'd be like, you still want to hang out with me?
What, open marriage? Yeah, they're the ones who they're going to succeed
It would
sexually.
be, it would be crazy.
No, it's the grossest thing. The open marriage is to me the most disgusting.
Yeah, I'm
There
with
we go.
you. I'm
See,
with you.
you'll
That's
hear
what I'm saying, bro.
his conservative Catholic
Yeah.
values come out, and he says stuff. You should hear how he feels about the transgender community and the LGBTQ plus community.
I didn't say a thing. I didn't say a thing.
You get a
about that.
couple fucking Bud Lights in this Australian. He's like, I'll tell you one thing.
Steubenville.
He goes back to Steubenville.
No, I just love everybody. I just love it. I want everyone to have a beautiful relationship.
What were you
with
saying
God,
about
you know?
percentages? You were saying some type of percentage last night.
The trans suicide rate is very high. Yeah.
What does that have to do? We were at the bar having fun.
Sure,
And we're back.
Yes.
Next subject. Not
Yes.
that.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll edit that out. And you owe everybody an apology.
All right, I'd
Sorry
like
we
to-
had to edit that out. This
Yeah.
goddamn bigot from Australia came over and started spouting off.
Now we got to work double time and
Now we
podcast
gotta
about something
start
else.
over again.
This train was rolling, dude.
This train was flying, and then you said it.
Crashed right into the cave.
Are you guys excited for me to play Call of Duty all day?
Yes, I am.
That's pretty exciting.
I am genuinely pumped.
If the
Can't we
storyline
play
sucks,
the
I'll
one
be
with
furious.
the zombies with you? Can't
You
we all
can't
play
play.
together?
You've been banned.
You've been banned. You've been
I'll
banned
play as
from
a
lot.
lady on Call of Duty. I'll make it right. I apologize.
I mean,
Man.
dude, what else can we do but just laugh through
Fucking
the pain?
cancel culture, dude.
Dude,
the
do you think
pendulum's
the
swinging
pendulum? I'm about to
back.
say, do you think the pendulum?
I think the pendulum's swinging back. What do you
it's
think?
more cancelable now?
No,
Or
I
less?
think now, dude, cancel culture, it's finally at an end. It's
I
swinging
think
back.
so.
Well, you're being welcomed in a weird. It's quite weird
What?
that you were in a big way pushed out
Yeah.
with cancelling, and then you didn't. You just kept doing the podcast, and it's the same, and you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, you haven't.
No, we've
changed
learned
when you did
lessons.
big
Well, the only
podcast.
thing, true,
Trust
yeah.
me, we've learned some
You
lessons.
said 47
Hey,
times today.
whoa.
Oh, are you not saying that anymore?
What the hell are you talking about?
What?
Trying
Is
to
that
make the
bad?
stock crash, bro? Dude,
We don't have a problem with that word in Australia,
really?
and not in the same way that you have here.
No, that's what they call fucking Chinese food restaurants.
Really? Yes. And everyone's cool with it?
No, I'd be like cool with it, but it's
what are we doing?
all right. I apologize. Starting.
What
I'll
the
just
fuck?
And
I'm gonna be quiet.
we're back.
We're back. Dude, I'm so excited for you to play Call of Duty.
I can't wait to play Call of Duty today.
I'm actually pumped.
It's a great game.
And guys, what do you think about cancel culture? Do you think that the pendulum
I
came back?
think cancel culture, the pendulum seems to be swinging back.
I think we're all free to say what we want to say.
Do you think that money has anything to do with barraging back through to the good graces of
Yeah, do you think
comedy industry?
maybe if I didn't have a lot of fans and being able to make these people money that they would be so accepting?
No, I think they've genuinely seen the error of their ways.
I think the
and they
pendulum
wanna-
swung. I think
The
that's.
pendulum swung and they're like, all right, you're cool.
I think it has to do with money. I don't think canceling someone has to do anything
I
to do
will.
with
Yeah, it has
what
nothing to do with
their
their network.
job is.
Yeah.
So like if someone didn't have, they said it. I don't think that it depends on like if other people want that job for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Less than the moral outrage.
Well, that's why you cancel people, right? It's to clear space so that you can
Dude, there
get
was
in there. That was the sense.
there
of it.
was wild stuff going around about people during that whole thing the last 2 years, and there's some of it would just be like, man, wouldn't even catch on. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah, some guys walk straight through it.
crazy
No problemo.
of like the craziest
Yeah,
shit.
some real serious ones.
And then it would just be like, yeah, we gave up on that about this guy, about
Yeah.
Aziz. Tell him about that bad date. That was wild.
Aziz got
The Aziz
fucked.
one, I think, was the first one though, where it was like, oh, something insane is happening. Like,
Yeah.
no, people were reading
Yeah.
that and going, I don't think that's a problem.
Hand
He said
too
something
far in the
funny
cookie
during a
jar.
blowjob. Okay.
I think he just didn't. He wasn't her boyfriend. That was his.
Yeah.
I don't
straight
even know
sex
what
crime. He brought a girl on a date.
I read the article.
Yeah.
I read the article she wrote.
Yeah.
It was her description. She
Yeah.
was,
And it was silly.
and it was still like this. You know, this isn't bad.
She gave him like hella dome. She gave him a lot of head, and then
And
was
like,
like,
mate, obviously, I don't think people should be having casual sex as a conservative
Bro?
Catholic, but like within their rules of consent and openness, what did he didn't do but he didn't do anything wrong.
he just begged for head, which is what you do on a
Yes,
date.
he was a little bitch.
He begged for head.
He was, he was needy.
What's gotten into you? You're quiet as a church mouse on the first episode. Now it's
Well, Aaron
Patreon.
was
You think
here.
it's free reign to
Is it
spout
not?
your hate.
Hey, where's
Your
the hate?
Catholic traditional hate.
I'm trying.
I'm a
to,
modern
I'm trying to
Catholic.
True.
None of this
New
traditional crap.
I only listen to popes that have Twitter. All
Yeah.
the other ones didn't
Popes
exist
did-
as far as I'm concerned.
Francis tweets, dude.
He
Get
does
rid of
tweet a
him.
lot. You know what?
Yeah,
I
he
like
had-
Francis.
The Pope had a big address.
I do like
recently.
Francis, but
Yeah.
the tweets are gay.
Yeah, I
Pope
frown
tweets
upon.
suck.
I frown upon that. as well.
Everybody-
We
love.
need. It's such bullshit. I'm
Yeah.
gonna read one of his.
That
tweets.
is sick, though. The word of God is penetrating Twitter. The direct word of God through the Pope,
Have you
as
heard his
being
album?
God's infallible agent, is coming to Twitter.
He's got a rock and roll album.
Who?
Pope Francis.
A what?
Yeah, a rock album.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah,
Does it?
He's got so many Twitters
What's he got?
yeah, they do it in all the languages.
in every country.
What the fuck? So that's definitely somebody writing and dispersing them for him.
I think he writes one.
The
and then
plea
they'll-
for hashtag peace cannot be suppressed. It rises from the hearts of mothers. It is deeply etched on the faces of refugees, displaced families, the wounded, and the dying. And this silent plea rises up to heaven.
Isn't that
Okay.
beautiful?
That was an hour ago. Pope's fucking on one, dude.
Damn, bro.
Pope's on some. I hope he
Sleepy
gets one. I hope he
tweet.
gets one that's like sleepy tweets. He's like, new Family Guy is fucking hilarious. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, hacking that account would be the funniest shit. in the world.
Prayer is that quiet source of strength which brings hashtag peace and disarms hate-filled hearts.
Hashtag.
Like he's in
peace?
hashtag peace. Did you see when on Instagram he liked the porn account?
No.
His Instagram account liked a chesty Italian porn star.
Well,
Pope?
Yeah.
Jesus hung with prostitutes.
Guys, tomorrow, Tuesday, 25th October, I will go to the Colosseum to pray for peace in Ukraine and in the world, together with representatives from the Christian churches and communities and world religions gathered in Rome for the Cry of Peace meeting. Hashtag pray together.
I think hashtags.
Shut
he's still
up,
using
Pope.
hashtags.
That's crazy, dude.
Stop bragging.
Didn't the Pope come out and support like the drug companies too?
Definitely.
I think he
so.
said get
It's
vaccinated.
like, take
I'm not happy with
Take
And
a
that lady,
vaccine.
dude, just woke and was like,
Which lady is
There's
that?
the Italian lady who's they're all calling a Nazi.
The Nazi.
Oh yeah.
The Familia.
Yeah, she loves.
And when
Familia,
she was, because she was like,
She's Steubenville, dude.
hibbity babbity.
yeah, I think she's a traditional Catholic.
Yeah, she's pretty.
She's
Steuben.
quite traditional. I'm not 100% across her policies.
How does that feel that you get
Yeah.
so traditional you become a fascist? That's just
I
good
reject
old.
that. I reject that.
Yeah, but isn't it funny that that's traditional?
Yeah.
well, it's,
Good old tradition.
but if you're like a lefty,
fascism.
everything is fascism before. You could have all the positions of a left-wing person in 1998 and you're a fascist now.
What do you mean?
If you were like, I don't, if you had like gay marriage, an opinion, if you...
You're against gay marriage. On the record, right
I don't
now.
think it exists sacramentally. Do you know what I mean?
That's fair. I mean,
You mean religiously?
Yeah.
It's against your religion.
It just doesn't exist in the marriage, the religious
But it
marriage
does
is
exist.
between a man and a woman.
I've been to one.
The state has them,
I've seen it.
but the church doesn't sanction that. That's what I'm saying. If people want to normalize their relationship,
then if people
for
want
tax
to, they can
reasons,
start
yeah.
their own church that does sanction that. But they'd have to have their
In this
whole-
country, that is allowed.
They'd have to have their whole like own kind of view of how the universe started, and then like
They're not allowed to think like you.
They can think like me. I
Well,
love
what
everybody.
if love
What
is
would
love,
Jesus
dude?
do? Would Jesus marry two gay
Pope,
guys?
I know Pope
Well, he
Francis
didn't.
would say it's cool.
He could have. He probably would.
Pope
yeah.
Francis would say it's cool.
He does just say some wild stuff on aeroplanes.
who
Pope Francis.
does he really?
Yeah, there's the list of Pope Francis quotes when he's flying in the air. You know when you're flying and you
wouldn't
get
the body of the
emotional and
church-
you just start saying things? He does that with the
Yeah.
press corps where he just comes back and he goes, all right, I got some stuff to
Wouldn't
say.
the
Yeah.
body of the church be stronger if we could have our gay brothers marrying the church?
Yeah, wouldn't there be less pedophilia and gay stuff?
Why would that make less pedophilia?
They're allowed to be gay. They're allowed to come out
they'd be
instead of
married.
suppressing it
Who's fucking
so
a kid?
much.
Because
Because
married
they're-
guys aren't pedophiles. Only unmarried guys can be pedophiles.
Yes.
I think the married churches had more pedophiles than the Catholics. I think we got a worse rep, but the rates in Australia, rape rates.
Pope gets no
Really?
likes, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Low likes, dude.
That's crazy.
I follow the persistent situation of conflict in Ethiopia with trepidation. May the efforts of the parties for dialogue lead to a genuine path of reconciliation.
Man, you should help him out. You should
May our
amplify the Pope.
I'll get him some. I'll
yeah,
get him some
retweet the
tweets.
Pope.
My thing is, I mean, I guess the Pope, the church
No.
probably does a lot of humanitarian.
I don't want to bring these locusts upon the Pope.
Don't they have like a ton of treasures and stuff too?
Oh yeah, the Vatican.
Yeah, that's
Just
that's
all
one
the
thing
art.
that kind of
We've got a
freaks
lot
me.
of treasure.
No, it's good. They need it.
That treasures.
That's for the poor, so you
They
can come and
keep it
see
in
the
there.
stuff.
Do they?
So those fucking freaks don't throw like tomato soup on it
True.
Yeah.
True.
and
True.
glue their hands to it. The
True.
Pope says, "Get out of here!
Yeah, stop it.
You get out of here! This is a very expensive
Check
art."
out for the spaghettios.
You-
Dude, did you hear the
well,
noise
spaghettios.
when they splatter the fucking whatchamacallit?
It makes me
I
mad.
saw do you see the potato one?
Did you hear the one
Yeah,
guy?
yeah.
Oh, it's so fucking funny.
I think I would make. I think I would make like a weird noise
Really?
if I saw it. I'd be so sad. I got mad when I saw it on the phone.
It pissed you
If I
off?
saw it live. If I was at, let's say I'm at the MoMA. You know, I go
Yeah.
down. I go down to the MoMA.
Yeah. You're
I
down.
go down and I look at art. I
Jason
go,
Momoa.
I go, how about don't shut the fuck up. What the fuck, dude? No, I don't go down to Jason Momoa. I go to the Museum of Modern Art.
Okay.
Ever heard of it?
Yeah.
But yeah, if I saw somebody let's say I'm looking at Starry Night
Yeah.
and some
Yeah.
fucking freak came in and threw soup on it,
Yeah.
I would make a noise. I would be, no.
What's his other picture? It's not
No.
Starry Night, but it's all the boats in the port. That one's really nice. I like that one.
The other Van Gogh?
Yeah, it's like a bunch of boats in the port. It's not
Is
Starry
it blue?
Night. Yeah.
Is it also
Yes,
blue?
it's very blue. I like that one a lot. Gardini, can you find that one?
Yeah.
Gardini or Van Gogh picture boats in a port.
Venice at
No,
night.
no, not that one. It might be Venice. I think it's something like that. It's like a blue. It's blue water. It's actually
It's very nice.
It's remarkable.
Yeah.
But I heard
If
it.
somebody
I heard there's
ruined
glass. I heard there's glass in
Oh,
front
you're
of the
Goya,
picture.
man?
Yeah, that's
I
Goya
love
over
Goya.
there. Goya's the best.
Yeah,
That'd
yeah.
be kind of annoying.
If somebody ruined Goya, I'd be
Is
ticked.
that them eating the prime minister? No.
No, that's the firing squad. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
That's the
think
reflection.
I think there's
Third of
glass
March
in
or
front
some
of
shit. There is.
Yeah.
the thing.
And I saw an
No harm,
interview
no
of the
foul.
girl.
Yeah.
One of the girls that did it was
the
like,
speech she gave
it's fine.
this week.
Oh, really?
It
Oh,
like damaged the
that
frame.
girl.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
fair.
still, get out of there.
That was so fucking funny. Like,
What's it
Oh,
called,
that's- is
brother?
that it?
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah, what's that one called? I like that one.
Paris.
Do you know the story
This one
of?
is called The Starry Night Over the Rhone.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Over the Rhone.
Nice.
So you
Yeah.
can just go and how far away am I from looking at a Van Gogh today? You just go for a
can
walk.
go
Dude,
down
you
and
could
see it.
splatter one today.
You should go get diarrhea in your take a diaper.
This is for climate change.
Yeah,
Doing a big shit on a Van Gogh.
yeah. You'd have to Van Gogh to the bathroom.
I'm saving the world. That's good.
Do you
I
know
like
the story
that. I like
behind
that.
Starry Night?
No, what is it?
He was looking out the window of his insane asylum. He was like a mental hospital, and
What?
that was the view from the thing, like that town and all that stuff.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Lock
sick.
them up, dude. This is
He
what
got-
we need.
he
Think
got
if we
locked.
locked up the bros, the homeless bros, we'd
Yeah.
be getting some more fucking cool art.
You're gonna fire up the insane asylums back up. Yeah, we could start like just there's
I seriously hope you do start them back up. Those people need to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we for some reason got rid of that stuff. I don't know why.
I think they were bad.
I think it was too
I mean,
expensive,
yeah.
and they came up with an excuse.
Did you ever see
to
the
close it down.
documentary? I
Just
think
let
it's
'em out.
I think
Yeah.
it's called where the
'em out.
light doesn't shine. It was a documentary about a like psychiatric facilities in the 80s, and like dude, they were beating the shit out of them.
Yeah, Geraldo did that one. Did you ever see that?
No.
Geraldo went into one, and it was like, dude, fucking. What the dudes were like chained to the radiator on the floor.
Yeah,
like,
dude, that's
fucked up shit.
That was in this one, and like it'll be like they would have them on camera. A dude being like, "Yeah, what are you? You're retarded, right?" Not even trying to be an asshole. Like, you're retarded and schizophrenic. Yeah, he's retarded. And then like, dude, they'd be like dudes in like starters jackets with mullets tackling dudes and be like, "The fuck?" It's crazy, dude. It was the most disturbing
There's good and
documentary.
bad, you know.
that's
But
a
now
tough
people get
job.
to sleep on the
Working at a
beach.
fucking insane asylum in the
It's
80s.
nuts. It's
You
nuts.
got to go in there and be the enforcer. You got
I mean,
check dudes
a
into the
dude's
wall.
throwing shit around, and it's like,
Yeah.
you got to stop him. What are you gonna do? It's just nothing but dudes screaming for 12 hours a day,
It's a
and,
wild
and then
job.
you got to go restrain a guy who's
Yeah.
like thinking the entire world's colluding against him. You have to physically like lock him down, shoot him with drugs. Which to him, he's just going like, "See, I knew it."
Yeah.
And it's terrifying. And you have to go. You have to like, go restrain that guy with superhuman fucking psychosis strength.
Yeah.
But what have
10
they done
times a
now?
day.
They've just gone, let that man out.
They just let him
They
out.
let them out.
Yeah.
They're on the street.
Let 'em
The
out.
bros are on the
That
street.
seems
having
also
fun.
like a bad.
Yeah,
solution.
I mean, fucking. Well, apparently Japan had their Japan psychiatric centers were different. Like they would
just kill
give you a little job, and then they'd have
What?
like your family would you get to do like talent shows, kind of your whole family would come and be like, "Fuck yeah!" It was like they like gave them stuff to do.
That's sick.
Yeah, apparently the Japan system worked pretty well.
Just give the boys talent shows.
Yeah, like
Weekly
you
No
had-
talent shows.
insane asylum talent show.
You had a little job. Everyone would still
Japan
come.
has schizophrenia.
They would drop you off and be like, "Bro, like this is sick. It's gonna be great for you. We're gonna come see you. We're all pumped on you, and like go do your thing in this place." And dudes would just be like, "Wah."
yeah.
But it was like everyone would come in like, "What's up, brother? How you doing?" You'd be
That's
like,
awesome.
That's
Fucking
so
government.
nice.
Like, yeah, dude, for sure. Yeah, pretty tight.
the
That's a
Japanese get
genius
everything
plan.
right.
Yeah.
Japanese are fucking pretty
Just about
cool.
everything, yeah.
Yeah, man.
They got one. They did screw up once.
True.
They stepped
figured
out of
it
line
out.
one time.
Then we said, you guys better get back in line.
Well, and they don't
you
really
guys
hold it
can't have
against you.
nukes.
They
We
don't hold it
tackled him
against
in a
you.
starter jacket.
We were in the, we were
But
the,
they
we
were
are the
so
world's
respectful.
mullet starter jacket combo, just spearing people. Just dudes who didn't even do anything were like, "You." Saddam's like, "What?" Like, "You get on the fucking ground."
Oh fuck. Yeah, imagine they just like come to your house and snag you. And you'd have to be like, "What the fuck is this?" And your dad would just be like, "He's lost
Yeah.
it."
You get carried
is-
away.
Dude, that's my greatest fear, is psychosis.
Yeah.
Do you ever have racing thoughts before? Where you lay down, it's just foo, 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 foo.
Yeah.
Dude, I had it last night. And I was able to sit there and be like, "You'll fall asleep in an hour." And it's just nonsense. And I'm like,
Yeah.
this is psychosis. It's a light psychosis of
Yeah.
just like, it's truly disturbing.
Yes, it's scary with the kids.
Huh?
And I think it's because of the kids, and they're not sleeping. And
I got this before the kids, but
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, man's fucked up.
Yeah, I've
only
got-
had this with the kids.
No, I
don't
mean the
have
sleep
pretty
deprivation's a whole other layer to it.
Yeah.
I think that's destroying me physically. I've developed eczema in the last 2 years. Never had eczema in my life, but I'm gonna get it back.
You're gonna get it back. You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
get it
in
back.
such good shape.
I'm gonna
dude.
get it back. I do. You get
Your
like,
skin. I'm gonna lotion. We gotta get you some lotion. I'll
I'm,
lotion you.
dude. I'm about to be ghastly pale for the winter, dude.
Yes.
Just to go completely
It's the
untouched.
finest.
I'm gonna go pale and get completely untouched for 3 months.
You should go pale and just lotion constantly.
Oh my
Have the softest,
God.
fairest porcelain skin.
Oh, and just tell my wife like, "No, not now, babe. I'm preserving myself. I'm gonna get burnt on the beach, dude.
Yes.
Just lay there so delicate."
We're gonna go to the beach.
we have to.
We're gonna go to the beach together.
Do you have a beach yet? Is there a New York beach?
There actually is,
Yeah.
but it's kind of shitty.
Yeah. Is it like Atlantic City?
Yeah, it actually is a lot like that.
Atlantic City Beach is
Although
terrifying.
New York has some actually, if you keep going though, like the Hamptons,
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
the beaches, yeah, it's very nice.
I'm gonna go to
You can
Montauk.
take
Oh,
JetBlue now has a helicopter. You can leave JFK Airport in helicopter to the Hamptons.
That's pretty sick.
That'd be pretty nasty. I'd be like, "Can you land in the middle of the town, please?
Yes.
Just get out with a gun." Like, just kidding, guys. I'm fucking here.
Just joking. Got you.
What is
You can
the
get a
Hamptons?
gun. You can get an assault rifle here.
Can you hire a helicopter in
scary-
Australia?
Yeah, but no one can afford to. But it's legal. Yeah.
Yeah, you
But the
could.
gun thing is.
You could hire.
I saw a pawn shop where they were selling guns on credit. I'd never seen that before.
Yeah, just if you want one.
But
That's
if
why
you
it's
just
good
need
to
to
have
kill
all
someone
the.
today.
It's good to have open to the mental hospitals and then have everyone can get very easy access to weapons.
on credit. That is a good thing.
Yeah.
It's equity.
There will be no repercussion, I'm sure.
No.
Guns
Yeah.
on credit. How hard is it to get a handgun in Australia?
You can't.
You can't. What if
Yeah.
What if you live in like the outback?
You can get
Don't
a
you
rifle.
have a
You've
gun?
got to like train all the time. No,
I thought there were some states in Australia where you could get
No,
guns.
it's all locked down.
Really?
We had one mass shooting and then they took all the guns.
So what would you guys do if the government told you to stay inside for 2
Pussies.
years?
I think we'd do it and try to come up with some
Pussies.
reasons that it wasn't that bad. But
Guns
increasingly
Buy a
have
gun
hard time
here
with
and
that.
bring it back to Australia.
Yeah.
I can see no difficulties
Dude,
with that.
transcend
I'm
the
afraid
law.
to bring tobacco.
Christ went
back
above
into
If
the
you
law.
use the gun, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You can get on the. You
You'll
can
be the
go.
only guy with one.
You take the gun out. You go. I'm bringing this to Australia.
I'm
And
going
then
to
you
go
get on the
full blown
plane and you
Munich
say-
Olympics, having
You
a
get on
great
the plane.
time.
You say, fly the fucking plane to Australia.
I don't think I
Go
can
to
make
my
it all
house.
that way.
Drop me off.
And then you become the prime minister because
And
you're
then
the
you,
only one with a gun.
you just walk up.
Well, they've got guns.
Wait, the military can have guns?
Oh, the police are allowed to have
What about
guns,
if you guys formed a militia? Could you guys arm yourself?
a regulated militia does not exist in Australia.
What?
Yeah, we just don't. We
That's
couldn't
why you
put that
guys never
together.
overthrew the king.
Well, we love him. You know, we wouldn't want to. We're humble children. But yeah, if they tell you to stay in your house, you stay in your house. If they lock you down again, you lock down.
True.
Yeah.
Well,
If they tell you to take the vaccine, well, what's wrong with dying of a heart attack in your sleep at 33? What's wrong with that? Why is that wrong?
Bro, my dog's wild.
that's for the good of the
I'm ready
collective.
to go. I'm ready to die.
Are you really?
Sometimes I feel chest tightness.
Yeah.
A little bit of and I think, oh, that's it. I'm done. There we go. Shouldn't have had the vaccine. All right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty of stories.
Yeah.
But they say also that sometimes even getting COVID can do it and blah, blah, blah. So the problem they were saying was double exposure to the spike protein for a younger,
Oh, I
healthy
took
male.
that. I
They
got
were
the 2
saying,
shots.
why get that second? Why do a...
The Chinese aren't letting their people have it.
I know.
The vaccine. They have access to the mRNA one, and they're not doing it, and they're keeping it locked down. And I feel like the people
And you
who
think
made
they know
the
a thing or
virus
two about
would-
it since they invented it.
Yeah, yeah.
Kidding.
Wait, didn't we invent it?
Yeah,
in
I think
China?
so. We did it in China. We did a little Big Trouble in Little China.
We gave a big time whoopsie, dude.
Yeah, I think it was an American funded lab in China, which is pretty
They're
alpha
working
just
together.
to do
Sick as fuck,
offshore
dude.
bioweapons.
And it's also sick for America to have made it in a secret factory in China and then be like, these freaks were eating fucking salamanders. We're all sick because these goddamn freaks were chewing on bats and
That's-
fucking armadillos.
crazy because it worked so well. Everyone was like,
Everyone was
yeah,
like, yeah.
dude, I can see that. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, that makes perfect sense.
That's their culture, dude. They munch bats. What are you,
was-
racist?
That was the prevail. That's crazy.
It was crazy.
That was
crazy. Now that we're out of it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
whoa, what the fuck
And
just
when Jon
happened, dude?
Stewart went on
Yeah, for
Colbert
real.
and started talking about it,
Yeah,
got
that was-
shamed,
I remember that.
heavily shamed.
That was pretty awesome.
It was so great. It was the best thing he's
Jon Stewart does fucking
done
rule.
in a
He
while.
does.
Yeah, when he comes
He's getting a
to it,
lot of
he's really
flack
good.
for his new venture. Everyone's been
His
riding.
show?
Yeah. So he has some flack, but he does rule. It goes
does
down. He's
rule.
one of those dudes that goaded out so hard. It's like when Michael Jordan played baseball. It's like, dude, he fucking dunked from the
It
foul
doesn't
line.
matter.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
He's doing his thing.
The Daily Show, that shit ruled.
Yeah. He's probably cool as hell, too.
And then it got gay. It got, like all good things.
yeah. It's the law of the universe.
Started sniffing its own farts quite a bit.
Yeah.
Has Trevor Noah had anything
South Park
blow
has
up?
yet to be gay.
Yeah, South Park stays.
How
every
the fuck is
time,
that?
Every
It's-
season. I haven't watched it in a
it's
couple of
crazy.
years since the kids, but they were
It's
good
so
for 20
good.
years at least.
I mean, they've been going as hard as possible
It's
forever. And they
still good.
They haven't stopped going as
They
hard as possible.
can't miss, dude.
No.
Everything they make is still funny.
The Simpsons went kind of
Simpsons
like
went-
soft, didn't
yeah,
it?
it did.
Yeah.
Very soft, yeah.
Yes.
King of the Hill stayed good the whole time.
I have a serious distaste in my mouth for The Simpsons. My parents didn't want me watching The Simpsons, and I hated that. Now I got older, I'm like, fuck that.
I
show,
used to
dude.
love The Simpsons.
So did I. I was all like,
Those first
I'm
10
not
I love it
seasons
watching
so
this.
much. I like
Yeah.
all right.
What?
I teared up during the Simpsons movie.
Really?
Oh,
Yes.
When was this?
man. At the cinema?
I've suppressed this memory.
Really?
Yeah. I
Nothing wrong
teared
with
up
crying
watching
during a
this.
movie.
Yeah, I was so happy.
Really?
It's about Homer and Marge being in love. I think it reminded me of my own parents.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was.
When did the movie come out?
2008? 2009?
Yeah, we were all crying. It was Obama, dude. We were
It was
all
crying
fucking,
time.
like, finally, his country.
Have there now been more Simpsons episodes after the movie than before the movie? That's going to happen at some point. That's
2007.
considered early
Not yet.
Simpsons.
No, I don't. Well,
be coming
maybe.
up.
Wait,
That's
has
13,
Australia had a
14
black
years
prime
ago.
minister yet?
No.
Why not?
What the fuck?
We had a lady, though. You haven't had a lady.
What's the
Where's your
difference
lady?
between- I don't
That's actually dumb though.
We also don't have African American people to have as the
What?
prime minister
Why not?
because we didn't enslave them for a long time and ship them over to work
Shut
on
the
our
fuck
cotton
up, dude.
plantations.
You guys didn't have any slaves in Africa or in Australia.
There were some Polynesians on indentured servitude, and we haven't
Whoa,
treated
wait,
our
what?
Aboriginal people well.
What
but we
happened?
didn't
People
have
originally
slavery
lived
the
there?
same
Wasn't
way.
there a bunch of people that lived there, and what happened to them? What'd you do?
There was very bad treatment.
What'd you do?
That was very good when you were saying that in Australia. As
Yeah,
an
that
opening
was
bit.
fun.
What'd you do? Where are they?
What'd you do to those guys?
But
at least we
did
acknowledge it
anything
and we
happen in
talk
the
about
70s
it.
in Australia?
Since
Did anything
the
happen in the 70s?
Yeah, there was a
pretty recent.
CIA coup where you overthrew our government.
Well, we probably had to, but
Yeah.
Did we?
We were trying to become energy independent under a man named Gough Whitlam, and we tried to. We have Pine Gap, which is where we study things, and then all of a sudden there was a constitutional crisis, and some CIA-funded people made sure the prime minister was
Good.
out.
You
Yeah.
guys were trying to step out of
We
line.
stepped out of
dude.
line, and you corrected us, and I thank you for, you know,
What did you do to
checking
the
us. You got to
Aboriginals?
check. You got to check us.
Yeah.
What did you do to the Native American people?
They
Trying to tease us.
fought us, dude. We had to
Yeah.
fucking win.
A fair fight.
Sorry
not a
we
fair
won, dude. God, everyone's holding it against us. Everybody, we're Tom Brady, dude. Everyone hates us. We just have so many rings. Everybody hates us.
Much like Tom Brady, the career now is starting to peter out in the twilight.
He's done, right?
I'm just saying.
America's not petering out. The whole world is. We're going to be the Rock. You'll see.
I pray for America.
You'll be clinging to us, dude. We're
Yeah,
Gibraltar. When
it's-
it all comes crashing down,
I
you
hope you can
Australians
look
like,
after
help us, help us.
Yeah.
We'll,
But
we'll
will
look
you?
down
Will
from
you?
our, and we'll say, you chose your side.
What's
Yeah,
that?
but-
Nar.
I did hear there was stuff going on in the 70s in Australia, like where they would take kids out of their homes and stuff.
Oh,
I'm not
stolen
saying you did
No,
this.
we definitely had the stolen generation. Yeah,
You
Yeah.
stole a whole generation. You got
that's
stolen.
what they call it. Yeah.
Did it work? Did like the
What the
thing you
heck?
guys were trying to do to like, I don't know, what was the plan there to like instill Western values into them forcibly? Like what was the,
Yeah, that's about it.
and then what happened? Did it work? I mean, in the sense
Like, did
that,
people take on Western values?
yeah, were they like, were any of them like, oh, that's kind of sick? Were they like,
I don't think anyone
like,
looks back and goes, "That's stolen generation." Thank goodness.
yeah, they don't like that. Didn't work.
Why'd you guys do that? Why'd you guys do that to the people?
Because we're a bad, sad group of white colonizing people. I can't. It's very
okay.
sensitive in my country.
It is
to
sensitive.
discuss it.
I mean,
I'm
it was
very
so-
afraid. This
it
is
was-
as afraid as I've ever been.
Really?
I was talking loosey goosey about all the stuff you're going to cut out. I'm
Yeah.
now sweating. Very much so.
Yeah, that's pretty
And you know
recent.
this because you came to Australia and you tried doing some Aboriginal material on stage.
One
and
place.
you ran into a difficult
Well, that was that
situation,
crowd,
as I
that crowd.
understand.
A little dark night of the soul, but it
Yeah.
happens. That's the process.
That is the process.
Yeah, they checked you.
But yeah, that was during like episodes of the Brady Bunch were running while kids were getting ripped out of their
Yeah.
house. That was like MASH
70s.
was playing on the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little
Damn.
Rascals. Imagine watching Little Rascals.
And then being like,
Come here.
I've got to go rip a kid out of his mother's arms.
Oh,
I mean, it's complicated, isn't it? It's a complicated issue, and you know,
It seems pretty cut and dry to me.
yeah.
Seems
for when-
bad.
I remember my parents still talk about it. In the 70s, was a big thing
What,
in
they're still
America.
talking
They
about
talk
it
about
here?
stolen generation. In America in the 70s, my whole family was like, "Can you believe what the fuck's going on in Australia? What the fuck are they
this
doing?"
is not true. This is a
No,
lie.
It's,
no one-
it's all we talked about.
By
back
the way,
then.
no one cares.
We care a lot.
You guys care. Yeah, you
Kids
should.
care, but that is our. We
It's
don't.
very shameful.
It's kidnapped
I
minorities.
feel like that'll come for you at some point, but you.
What do you mean?
It's like slavery is the big conversation.
We've been
in
working
America
through it
all
for
the time.
years,
You're
bro.
always working through the slavery stuff.
Actively
but because the
listening
slavery thing was
for-
so
yeah.
big, you never really get to the stolen land thing. You never really get to the Native.
Oh, the
American
Native
stuff.
Americans truly
We covered that.
They get
That'll get to
no
you.
play at all.
We're not
They-
going to get to that.
Yeah, they get no
In our
play.
lifetime, we're not going to get to that.
No.
We're getting there though. We are getting there. We're gonna figure out the terrible thing that was slavery. We're gonna get that completely buttoned up.
Yeah, and then we're going to
And
work
then-
backwards and be like,
Yep.
whoa.
Yeah.
That's waiting for you. That's on the other side of slavery.
Yeah. But we
I
want
I swear to God, I don't think it is.
one terrible historical tragedy.
You think
at a
once
time.
you
We already
have
did.
reparations, you can just move on together as a country, arm in arm?
No,
I think
reparations is not going to solve it.
no, it
The
won't.
whites will be so mad if there's that
Yeah.
reparations.
Well, then we can do reparations.
Yeah.
So we can give the whites reparations for their grievous injury
Yeah.
they suffered for it.
Having to pay reparations.
Watching a bunch of people get paid. Well, that was hard for me.
That did suck.
I do think what's going to happen naturally is white people are going to get blacker and black people are going to get whiter, and we're just going to meet in the middle.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
just be joyous for a while. Then we're going to pass each other again. Just everything's going to be inverse.
What, and white people will be out picking cotton in a field?
Whoa.
What the fuck?
fuck?
No, but you're saying go back. You're saying like transition,
No, I'm
like
talking
so
about
white people are enslaved.
culturally, we're going to kind of
I
trade.
don't know what is offensive
I'm
in this
talking-
country.
You can't talk
That's
about
highly
picking
offensive.
cotton.
I'm saying white people.
You can't do that.
Bro,
Oh,
you talking about white slaves?
I thought you were saying that white people would be enslaved.
No, I'm saying culturally. From this point on, the
Editor,
culture.
I'm sorry for getting you to do so much editing. I'm really trying not to say anything spicy.
Yeah, we're just fucking with you.
No, we're just messing. But you can't say that.
Yeah, that's a sensitive issue here.
That's a sensitive issue.
Yeah. I mean, that's
What
up
have you
there.
done, dude?
That's
I
up
invite you
there
into my
with
home.
Terrorizing children.
I'm doing my best not to
children
say
their own-
sensitive things to you.
I mean, it's tough. I mean, it's tough in this culture, yeah, in this climate. But yeah,
How long has this podcast been going on?
Hour and 20.
Oh, that's great.
Nice. It's good news.
If you would edit out anything that would get me in trouble, I'd be very
It'd
grateful.
be the whole episode.
Final thoughts. Yeah, final thoughts. What do
All
you?
right,
What do you
so you covered homophobia, transphobia. You were racist.
I don't feel I led any of the discussions.
What
today.
else? What's number? What
I
else
I've
was
is
been
talking
sitting
about
quietly on
people
the
pooping their
couch trying to
pants.
just get by.
What else is?
You know,
Is this comedy in Australia?
no, comedy in Australia is a lot of silly hats and funny voices.
But that does rule.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Yeah.
Dude,
All right,
it was a
well,
pleasure. It was a pleasure.
This is an
It's been
interesting
real.
episode.
I appreciate you taking on all those sensitive issues.
I just feel like I'm
And
a
playing
very
devil's
hungover,
advocate.
sitting on the couch trying not to say
I
anything
know,
too
it's
hateful.
tough.
This is
I'm
the worst.
Am I
Right.
doing all right? I'm just cut out, please. I don't know what's offensive.
No,
Please
this
cut
is
it out.
this is a feeling we live within our bodies weekly. How does
Yeah.
it feel?
Every week we sit
It's
down.
liberating because it's a whole
Really?
different set of stuff to be afraid about.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is nice.
I mean, I'm not worried about any of the stuff you're worried about. And you're not worried about my stuff. And together we can all,
True.
Ruin travel,
ourselves.
grow.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. You go to England, they got their own thing. They got the empire. They
Yeah,
got,
England you can't say packy.
Yeah, that's a big pack.
They
Yeah,
get,
yeah.
they're like whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, yeah, chill with that shit.
Yeah.
what are you doing? That's not right.
You can't fucking say that. Can't go around saying fucking packy, mate.
Even if you do it out of love, it's not right.
Yeah.
It's not funny.
All right.
That's
That's
so
the
funny.
end of this podcast.
Having a Pakistani nemesis in England is so funny.
They were mean to the Pakistanis.
I
Wait,
know.
who's got a Pakistani nemesis?
I'm saying to
Yeah.
have that be a dude that you go up and you're like, just Pakistan.
Being a fat English guy, being
Yeah.
like, fucking Pakistanis. Fucking Pakistanis, isn't it?
I truly think I had a theory the other day that the human mind, just due to its fundamental
Pakistanis
structure,
Yeah.
needs to have like it has to have an enemy, and it'll form
Yeah.
one. If you're not paying attention, it will form an enemy for you.
Yes.
and that's just the way your brain's designed.
That's why the joy is of if you believe in Satan, you're liberated from finding some race or person who's wronged you, and you get the great metaphysical enemy. You get evil incarnate, personified to be as your
I'm
enemy.
with you on
and
that.
Then you can love everybody.
I'm with you on
Yeah.
that.
But once you kill Satan, you got to find someone to fill that void.
I'm telling you, I think your brain's designed to like it'll form an enemy for you, and if you can't see through it,
Yeah.
you're doomed.
All right.
Is a podcast always like this? Is this what the podcast is always like?
This is how the podcast should have been the entire time, but instead it was just hate.
It's exceptional.
Every
Yeah, he's
Australian
great.
comedian goes, I've supported Jim Jeffries. Every Australian, it's the whole ecosystem. He's the
ecosystem's
son.
Jim Jeffries.
Jim Jeffries is the son of
No,
Australian.
they
comedy.
hated Jim Jeffries till he got big outside Australia.
Really?
Yeah, they're like, "Fuck you! You think you're better than us?" And then he hit big in America. Like, you're pretty cool.
Yeah. America supports big dogs. I feel like every other country
Yeah.
tries to tear down any big dog. You think you're the big guy, huh? You think you're the big fella?
Truth.
Think you're the big fella, eh? And then he
Yeah.
gets big and supports the whole comedy scene. They go, I've supported Jim Jeffries.
I've always loved Jim Jeffries.
I bought him a VB once.
How do you feel about that?
I've never bought Jim Jeffries a VB. I might open for him in Pittsburgh, maybe. I don't know.
You might.
told I might
you
be
need to
allowed
support him in
I
Pittsburgh.
would like to support him in
Do
Pittsburgh.
you think you could kick his ass?
Could I kick Jim Jeffries' ass?
I don't know. I don't know.
Could
what
you?
his-
No, he's big and he's sober and he's wiry and he's got a new baby and he's full of anxiety.
You gotta steal his
Oh,
baby, make him
yeah.
leave and fight.
He'd bite you.
Yeah,
Dude,
steal his
fuck you
baby. Be like, try something. We'll see what happens to this baby.
You'd be
Why do I wanna fight?
You'd be a dingo. You'd say, "Oh no, dingoes eat my baby again." Oh.
That didn't happen. She killed that baby.
She killed a baby.
She
killed
definitely
that
killed
baby.
that baby.
Yeah.
Kill that baby.
You should take his baby and use
Should.
it for
What do we
collateral.
want? I don't.
Kidnap his
Because
baby.
you
What if
called
his
Jim-
baby disappears
when you
and
were
this
calling-
video comes
he
out?
called Jim
I'm
Jeffries a
wearing it.
pussy early last night at the bar.
That's what happens in American bars.
That's slander.
No, but for real,
That's
hear me out. If you stole Jim Jeffries' newborn baby,
Yeah.
you could get whatever you want. You'd have all the power.
He has money
He would
and he has a
bend,
reason
dude.
to pay.
He would bend.
He'd bend to your will.
Surely there's an easier baby to abduct than a Jeffries baby at this point. Someone I don't know, someone I'm not related to. If I'm going
Yeah,
to,
but
what
you
would you
know he's
get?
on the road. He's on the road.
True,
you gotta
man.
fly back wherever he lives.
I think he lives in a compound though, right?
You can
Up on
get in
media?
there.
Isn't that how people live in LA? They have big fences and guns and big
No,
dogs.
you can get in there. All right,
don't
let's
wanna
start the
steal your baby.
podcast.
True. What's up?
Matt, what's going on?
Not much, man. The only thing right now that I have two things floating on my mind. Mainly is I simped in a dream recently, and I'm not happy about it.
Who'd you simp for?
Stranger, total stranger.
You fell in love.
I was walking in an apartment complex and I simped, and Brittany was right next to me, and she's like, "Dude, she didn't use this language." She's like, "Why are you simping to that lady?" And I was like, "Nah, she's just being nice to me." And then I was simping the whole time. I was like, I'd like go and be like, I gotta go outside and take out the trash. I'd be like, hey, what's going on? And I kept simping the whole dream. It was
love.
completely embarrassing, dude. And and then eventually there was like a big event in the apartment complex, and I gave a speech about the vax, and then they all walked away, and I was like, no.
You gave a speech about the vaccine. Was it about its cons?
I can't. I legally can't say it on YouTube, but I was in a physical contest.
You can't say your
I was in a physical contest against a person who was like heavily boosted, and we had to like do one-on-one football, and I won. and I was representing another contingent of people of a possibility of the vaccine.
You're
And I
always a
won.
leader in your dreams.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You are like a leader of men in your dreams.
What's one-on-one football too?
It was just he had to try to
It's just
tackle
a
me.
race.
Oklahoma drill?
He had
You
to try to
Oklahoma-
tackle me, and I was carrying him all my. It was a kid I played Pee Wee football with.
You had the Oklahoma drill against a kid
Yep.
to
You
prove
Jim
the
Browned him
vaccine.
into the end zone?
I was carrying him on my back, and I looked at the lady I was sipping for, and I was like, and her whole family left, and I was like, "Oh man!"
My-
And I woke up, and I had to look at my wife and be like, "I'm so sorry, I simped in the astral realm. I didn't do anything. I was just simping so fucking hard
You just were in love. You were
for a
showing off.
for a total stranger."
Did it work?
No, dude, because then I
Damn.
started. I won. I literally scored a touchdown with this dude on my back, and I was just like, "Fuck the fucking, you know what? Fuck that medicine." And her whole family was like, "What the fuck
You
is
said,
this?"
fuck that, you spiked the ball and said, fuck that medicine.
That was my
Fuck
dream.
medicine.
That was my dream.
Dude, that's a slick 76ers tee.
Yo, thank you, bro.
That is
It's
nice.
very slick.
Thank you. I don't know. It found its way into my wardrobe, and I've
Yeah, how
been
the fuck
rocking the
did you get
shit out of
that?
it. I don't know. This was definitely something. I think I was swimming at a pool, and I think I somehow got
Somebody
this.
gave it
Just
to you.
stole it. Just be like on a chair nearby yours. You're like,
I
it'll
did.
do.
I don't know how this got into my apparel, but I've been rocking the shit out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's right now.
That's a good dream.
It's number one on my mind. But
That was last night?
that was like 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
2 nights ago, I had that job. I can't.
Do you
stop
remember what
thinking
the
about
beautiful woman looked like? That
it.
you
Just a brunette.
searched
Just a brunette.
for? A brunette.
A brunette.
A white brunette?
Pale brunette. Yeah. I was taking out the trash. She was being nice to me,
You
dude.
simped to a white?
I did. It was my dream. This is my unconscious.
Deep down inside, you want
In
to
my
be with,
deep down creative
you want
force.
to be with Whitey.
In my deep down creative force, I was simping to Whitey.
Whitey.
But then I turned around and
you simped to a fucking
but then
white.
I hit her family with an anti-establishment take, and they all went, "This guy's no good," and walked
True.
away. I crawled back to my wife, and I was like, "I'm so sorry, I was simping."
It didn't work. It's no problem.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it got me. It was pretty funny. I woke up and I was like, "It's kind of funny."
That is very funny.
Just purely simp. There was nothing sexual. It was
Not
just me
fucking
simping.
in a dream, just like pathetically trying to flirt.
Just oh hey. That's all I wanted. This will impress her family. Oh, dude, I will say, we just watched Bryce Harper hitting the home run. That was the feeling.
Dude,
I
that was
experienced
great.
that feeling in the dream. Imagine carrying someone on your back into the end zone in front of it was the whole apartment complex was watching. It was crazy. It was.
Do you think Bryce hit that to deny that? Did as soon as he got done hitting it, he was like, "Fucking bullshit medicine,
what do you,
dude."
What do you think this means, dude?
That means the vaccine. Dr. Fauci.
Badge over the vaccine.
Dr.
Don't let it
Fauci
in.
disappeared, bro, because he knew Bryce Harper would fuck him up.
That's his sign. Fauci couldn't hit that shot.
I mean, dude, that's my deepest down creative force. Like all my critical faculties left my mind, and my brain was like, "Here you go, brother. The dangers of simping.
Yes.
Champion, physical champion due to your medical choices."
What was simping before simping? Do they have another word for it? Like 10 years ago?
I think it wasn't pussy whip. Pussy whip's after you're in a
Pussy was
relationship.
afterwards, yeah.
I don't think there was a term for it. I think dudes just simped and we were all unconscious of the phenomenon.
And no one called anybody on it.
Simping is an old word, by the way.
Is it really?
Yeah. I was watching. I was in Houston. I was in H-Town this weekend. Shout out the Astros.
Down. Fuck
Yeah.
Astros. Fuck the Astros. Fuck
Still
you,
H
dude.
down.
No, fuck the Astros. I was in H-Town,
You're an Astro World.
and then I was in Astros. Don't joke about what happened.
Trampling on the graves of the fallen. I'm not I'm sad about them. The way no one fucking stopped fucking DJ dancing to when they were fucking done.
Is that what you call rap?
DJ dancing.
That was the running of
You
the young.
old
That,
Jew.
was,
Yeah.
that might have been the running of the young bulls.
That's right.
Guys, it's not a funny.
DJ Jazzy Jeff was playing in their heads as they were being skull crushed.
I'll wait. I'm trying to tell you about my time.
Sure.
How many people did you kill in Houston?
Biggest tragedy since Oswald.
You're gonna have to go back to Australia. You can't act like this. All the Australians are gonna see this. They're gonna say,
True.
"Did you see James on the big podcast? he acted like an asshole."
Gave Shane a real case of Adelaide's.
I'll try and be pleasant. Adelaide's is not bad. It's
They
we
say
don't-
that there?
We don't say that, but it's good. I'll take that back.
Bring it back.
Shane, let's fucking land this
I was
thing.
in
This is-
H-Town.
Okay.
I ate some weed edibles,
Nice.
so I decided to go back to my hotel room and watch rap videos
Nice.
from the early 2000s till 4 in the morning.
Can you walk me
I
through?
watched "Stunt Like My Daddy"
Oh,
music video.
fuck, yes.
I
Bill?
watched. It started with Fat Pat, "Tops Drop." It's an H-Town classic. It's so good. It might be my favorite song. Then and then I was watching rap videos, but in one of those old videos, they called someone a simp.
Did they really?
In the
Early-
same context?
Yes.
Damn.
Was it Fat Pat? Who did it?
No, but I believe they were rhyming it with the word pimp.
Oh shit.
Do they see Simping Ain't Easy?
No, but it's in there. I heard it. I don't remember which song.
What?
But I just want you to know, simp is an old word.
So you got stoned, ran back to headquarters, and then
Watched
discovered
old
that.
Lil Wayne music videos.
He was so little.
He was
When
so
I
little.
Came over yesterday.
He was
started
so
putting them
young.
on.
I watched Juvenile. I mean, it was great.
Yeah, it's pretty
I was
awesome.
watching, and then I slowly got into Cameron. Then I watched some Fat Joe and Big Pun, and then I realized. Then I started to come to earth and realize what I was doing was, it was time to go to bed.
What was the feeling when you're like, I got to get out of this setting and get back to the hotel room? Was it just being stoned, or was there like a?
It was high, but there was also, dude, the night before, I took a little bit of mushrooms, and I was sitting there, and it was a nice evening, and there was a bar right next to the Improv, and a bunch of the guys from the show were there, and a fan came up behind me and just started slowly rubbing my back. While I was sitting on a stool talking to people like this. He walked up behind me and just started rubbing my back, and I was a little fucked up, and I didn't really notice it.
You got to say no immediately.
He rubbed my back for a long time. What? And then finally, I was like, I turned around, and then his buddy was across and saw that he saw what was happening. He was like, dude, he grabbed his friend. He's like, get the fuck off of him. And the guy was like, what? Yeah, he was shit faced, and he came up and gave me a nice back rub.
And you loved it
It
for a
was
while.
very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your reaction to that? Or
I
was
laughed. I thought it was very funny.
Did somebody do that with Billy Joel? Me and Justin and Sal and Jay went, and some guy put his arm around me on the way out, just gently. And I was like, hey, what are you doing?
Someone tried to fuck you at the Billy Joel concert?
Yeah. Yeah. So, dude.
Was he a fan or just
No. He's like, what are you, a Fins fan? I'm like, no. They just played the Jets. I'm like, no. Hey, don't touch me. He goes,
What are you,
sorry.
a Fins fan?
Yeah, that was so
Do you
weird.
like the Dolphins?
Is that what he's saying?
Is that code?
I guess. And I was like, don't ever touch me like that.
Damn.
He tried to laugh it off, but I wasn't
He
having
tried
it.
to grab you.
Yeah, then he
Stranger.
followed us down the fucking street.
You don't like
Higher,
getting
bro.
touched?
Higher. You're the
Dude.
peenie.
I'm not touching penis.
I'll get hard. I'll get hard right on you. I can do it on
All right.
Who would win in that case?
In what?
If you touched his penis and he got hard?
That would be a victory for me.
I think the people win.
You think the people... that's the
making
people-
him hard.
You guys
that's-
both would become the people's
You
champ?
would be gay for that.
Dude, I'm always hard. I get unhard on occasion.
Really?
Yeah, that's how hard I go.
Well,
James,
sounds like a
how's-
real problem.
Yeah, it
Does
is.
your
Yeah.
penis work?
Yeah, it works good.
It's
works
effective?
fine. Had a circumcision earlier in the year and
What?
it's back to
What?
normal now.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's great.
What?
James signed a covenant with God.
Yeah.
You just converted?
No, it was a medical circumcision. I had scar tissue on the foreskin. It was real bad.
Wait, how'd it get
Oh
scarred
man,
up?
I didn't realize your
That's what
penis
I wondered.
actually didn't work.
I
this
thought I'd
severely.
masturbated myself into a real problem.
You trying to do lines into your fucking foreskin?
Does that happen?
I don't know. I figure
Is
Australia.
that what Stevie Nicks is doing now that
Wait,
the
what
nose
happened
doesn't
to your
work?
penis?
Yeah, it just the foreskin got real tight and it would not retract. So I had to have it
Oh, I've
chopped
heard of
off.
that happening where
Cut
like...
it open? Did you
it open,
convert
cut it
to
off.
Judaism while you were there?
I thought it would be a good opportunity.
Yeah,
but I
for
love
sure.
Christ and his love. You know? I'm sorry.
He's
the
not
law is
joking,
too
dude. He
much.
loves Christ.
That's sick.
Can you talk about Catholicism? Can we
If you
talk
want.
about it, or do you
Yeah.
not want to?
No, I don't.
You should have got the conversion and right thing. Go, fuck you. I'm not even serious.
I thought
I
about
love
getting a
Christ.
rabbi to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just for that. And then I could
Throw blood
you know,
in his face.
stay. Well, they knock you out, though, in the other one. I didn't
Now they
want to
knock
be
you
awake
out.
for it. The general
an adult.
anesthetic, which
How's
is
it?
lovely.
Do you notice a
I've never
big
had that
difference
before.
now? Is it
Much better.
Really?
Better.
Oh, it's a better penis.
Have you fucked since?
Yes. I've made love to my wife.
I've heard
Yeah.
I've heard people say the opposite, where
Yeah.
like, they lose all their sensitivity.
No, it's a much better. I think it's a
What?
gift. I think the circumcision is a gift from God to improve the penis.
Whoa.
It's my
what's
call.
up.
I don't know
I've
how
never-
many people can say before and after.
Yeah,
I think
not
it's
many.
definitely better.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe you're because the tip of your dick was in isolation for so long. Now it feels
And it's
really
socialized. It's good
Yeah.
friends.
Well, how
It
long
felt
ago was the
taking a-
operation? Sorry.
Oh, no, it's all right. It was like 6 months.
Oh,
It
so
felt
yeah,
like
you would
taking
have
a
you would have
mask off.
normalized.
Yeah.
I guess it is like a stick shift dong to have to not be circumcised. You're now driving automatic.
Yeah.
Damn,
You're
you can
manual.
tell.
You're auto.
It's
kinda
more.
sick.
It's
You
more.
say you can tell
Yeah, the difference.
True.
in me?
My
I'm a
friends did a
different
joke
man.
about it. The only way you can tell is you got half a circumcision down the middle, and so it's like a Desenex commercial. But you feel like this side it feels great. This side feels so. Damn, dude.
That's pretty interesting.
That's wild.
Well,
dude.
people keep trying to say it's like
do you,
abuse.
do you
right?
nut
They go
fast
like,
now? Do you nut
Yeah,
fast?
but that was never a problem. That was never. No, I was like, holy dolly, what are we doing?
Holy dolly.
It's so. I mean, you know, people say, "Have you been told it's abuse?" And
I've
that
been
you've been
screamed
abused.
at saying
Yeah.
I was
I've heard that,
what's it called? When they-
Mutilated.
Mutilated.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm okay with that. Like, you've been mutilated.
Yeah.
They started screaming at me.
Well, they try and make it the same as female circumcision, which it's not nearly as hot.
Nothing females do is good.
Yeah. Female circumcision is wild.
It's a lot.
They
They
get
should
their
do it
whole,
like a rock.
They get the whole thing like scooped out. It depends. There's different levels to it.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
So like the full female circumcision is clitoris removed. Mm-hmm. I think they remove your lips too, maybe, and then they sew
sew
your
it up.
vagina shut. That like your husband on the night of
Is
is
it
supposed to
labia?
bust through
The
the
lips?
stitches.
The lady
Yeah.
have to go.
Oh, like
And
a
the
fucking
prophet
football
says
team
it's,
coming through that?
Yeah, and you have to
better not to-
have like a smoke machine.
No,
Yeah,
now
female
I'm seeing for the
circumcisions.
first time as Mrs.
Dude, that's crazy. I was on the full like no circumcision. I was like, fuck that. But now that I'm hearing your story, I'm like, man,
You're not
maybe-
circumcised?
I am. Yeah, I'm
You are.
Catholic. Yeah, they got me.
No, you should be happy. You should be happy that
Nice.
you had
They
that
gave
done.
me a good one. I've heard circumcisions going wrong and people like they taking too much skin.
Well, I think they cut mine right, but then you can't masturbate for 3 weeks, which I try not to do anyway. But
True.
I did not make it the full
You
time.
whacked off with a damaged bird?
It was
nuts,
a
dude.
rough, lot of blood. Anyway, but it was
It was a lot of blood?
Yeah, but we've all learnt and grown together. Now I have a
Oh.
beautiful, only slightly weird penis. It's only a little bit unusual.
So you masturbated with a scarred penis?
As
A
tenderly
damaged-
as I could.
And
yeah.
it resulted in...
as close to that. But I wish I hadn't. But, you know.
Gently? What did you do? Like a.
Oh, no. It was,
yeah.
I just talked at it. But one should. But it's certainly helped me do that less. It's
Did it
the
feel good though
remembering
when
of
you
the
shot
pain.
semen out of
No, it was like an immediate, like we was talk about the post-nut clarity.
Yeah, there's also
It's
the
not true.
post-nut pain
It's not true
on your penis.
but it's before the ejaculation that you have the clarity. It's when you can't stop anymore. I think that's when it comes. Do you know what I mean?
That's when the
It's like a
clarity
couple
comes.
seconds
When you're
before.
going,
So there's
"Oh,
no
fuck, I'm
pleasure.
gonna
It's just like so. I'm just there
Yeah.
going, "What have I done? What have I done?" And then it starts happening, and there's blood and
You
things are
get that
shaking. and I'm
while
going,
you're coming?
"Oh yeah."
What have I
No, just
done?
before. What have I done?
Ah, no.
I'm more than my accent.
It's like that
No,
scene
This is
in
Single
racist
White
against
Ticket.
my people.
It's my- it's
You
a
would
great
never do
accent.
this to a black man on the show. And
He
that's
would-
what we are.
He would never
I
have
think
one
you'd
on.
be surprised.
We're working our way out.
Remember that scene in Single White Female where he realizes the fucking friend is blowing him and not his girlfriend, and then because she
No.
like cuts her hair like the friend, and then he's like, "Wait, you're not," and then he's like, "Stop."
What happens?
It's Single White Female.
What is that?
A movie where some girl, you must know it. It's some girl dressed like her friend, does everything like her friend to try to be her life, and then she like breaks into like the friend's boyfriend's apartment and starts blowing in the middle of the night, and then he like realizes it's like last second, like, "Wait, you're not my girlfriend."
Someone made a
You're my
feature
girlfriend."
film out of a porn. That's like a 15-minute
Also,
video.
that is every dude's dream.
Yeah, then he gets
Oh,
mad
my
You get
about
the
it.
fucking, I couldn't help it.
It was not my fault.
Yeah.
I got duped.
You know your friend? She sucked my dick.
They should have a whole section of porn called plausible deniability.
That's for
Friend
real.
tricked me again. I'm pissed.
I keep getting tricked by these girls. I thought they were you, babe.
She got the same haircut as you and had a key.
But you know you're not dating 3 black men.
Ari,
I had a suspicion something was
you
wrong.
shouldn't be joking about the blacks.
Oh,
I got a haircut. It fucked me in my room.
I thought it was you, babe.
Ari, you should take it easy on the jokes about the blacks because Yeezy's going to get you.
Yeezy
Yay.
is coming after me.
Dude, you watch a Lex Friedman interview?
No. What was it? Was it good?
Dude, it's pretty
Did
wild.
Kanye do a Lex Friedman interview?
Yeah.
Yes, he did. I watched
What?
it. I listened to it last night before I had to turn it off. I
How
was
nice
getting
was
so ramped up.
He's up to something.
It's wild, dude.
I think he's trying to get Adidas to drop him.
Why?
They did.
They did today. I think that's what he's been after the whole
No,
So
time.
what
he-
does he want to go to Nike?
I think he wants to be free. I don't think he wants an agent.
He's kind of clarified. His whole thing is like,
What's the clarification?
well, Lex was like, dude,
By
you gotta
DEFCON
apologize.
3, he meant.
He's
I
like,
like
I thought he just meant he's firing his agents. But go ahead. What did he
Yeah,
mean?
he's saying, he's like, from my personal perspective, I got fucked over in business by my Jewish manager's agents. He's like, it's happened so many times. There's
Can I
no
break
other-
in? Can I break in?
Yeah.
If that guy is considered being fucked over, that's a fucking solid like being fucked over. He's doing
Don't try to
well.
cover up for what you guys do to the. What you guys do to African Americans in the music industry?
Well, he wants to say, he kept saying in
My
the
fellow
interview-
people who run this platform, please delete all comments that take away from the Jews.
Jews, I'm sorry. Don't do it to
Well,
us.
the funny part in the interview is when he starts going the Jewish media and Friedman's like, bro, like, what are you doing? He was like, what? I can't say that. And they were like, no. He's like, all right, the JM. And he's like, dude,
Really?
it's so funny.
It's not like FM rules where you're like he's putting his D in
He
the.
does the JM, and it's so fucking.
You see him
funny.
on Piers Morgan when he called Biden a retard?
Yeah, I
That's
saw,
right.
I
He's
saw the
like,
clip of that.
He's not meeting with Elon Musk.
He's
He's a fucking. That's fucking retarded. He's a fucking retard. Piers Morgan has to be like, you can't say that. Don't say retard.
Wait, so what did he clarify? What was he saying?
that was kind of his whole thing. It's so hard. It's like it's when you really try to like zero in, it gets so
It gets all over the place.
Gets all
That's
over
why it
the
was on
place.
Rogan.
But it's like he would kind of then the guy would Friedman would be like, dude, like read about the Holocaust, and he'd be like, how about the Holocaust on black babies being aborted? And he would start going into that, and then they never really,
Yeah.
dude. He
It's
was
about equal numbers.
yeah. He kept going. He was saying it's like
That's way more.
Way
up,
more.
Yeah.
Did you ever look at how many abortions there are in the
Yeah, because
America
he goes
per, like,
way
month?
back.
There's a
And then he
lot.
started saying like black people are sick, or like the people are like sick. And he starts, but like, dude, he'll like,
He starts bringing in the facts.
he started, and that's his whole thing is that he's an engineer and he only deals in facts. Dude, the whole episode, he's like, we're both engineers. I'm dealing in facts. He's like, what I said, I'm sorry it hurt people, but I'm not apologizing for saying it. He's like, I'm just dealing in facts, and we're just engineers with engineering opportunities in front, or we're human beings with engineering opportunities in front of us, and we should stop teaching history altogether.
Yeah.
And just engineer sick shit, and then have
You
recess in
need to
school.
stay away from Kanye interviews.
That's what he said.
I know, but
He's so
he's literally
charismatic.
speaking
Yeah,
your
he'll fool
language.
ya.
These are words. JM is you.
JM,
That's
so
100%
funny,
you.
dude. I did. Sean was with me and I listened. I cackled.
Yeah.
Like, all right, the JM then, and Lex is like, God damn it. Lex is being so nice to him the whole time. He's like, dude, I'm Jewish. I want to have you avoid crashing.
I got
and
to hang
burning."
out with Lex for a
Did
while.
you?
He's a really good guy.
Yeah,
He's a cool fucking
he was
dude.
so nice the whole time,
Yeah.
dude. At one
What does he
point,
do? Just count jelly beans all day?
at one point,
Harry, we're not doing this, dude. You're here to promote your special.
Yeah. November 2nd, everybody, my new special.
November 2nd, we pre-jacked. We didn't know this. I thought your special was coming out.
Literally, I was like, hey, but twice. I was like, first I was like, yeah, it's coming out November 2nd. I'll do your podcast. Yeah, sure. And then I was like, hey, this is coming out after November 2nd, right? And you said, yes. So-
November 2nd, 2021.
there was one part that was he really must
You
be a
like
nice
that
guy.
guy, dog?
Dude, at one part he goes like, yeah, but Kanye, but underneath all of this, like, we are just humans, and like we're all the same on some deep fundamental level. And Kanye West goes, bum 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 bum. never fucking addresses what he said. I was like, Jesus Christ.
I love when the people deal with facts but refuse to be like, to go both ways. Like, what about the Holocaust? Like, I'm not even going to mention that. I'll just say something else. They can't even have like, no, that was terrible. Can I add to that? They're just like, I'm not even going to mention it. That's how they get shot. The same shit fucking Shapiro does. He's like,
Yeah.
your pants are ugly. You're like, can you compliment my shirt first? Nah.
That was good. That happened. Ted Cruz was on The View.
Yeah.
He was
doing on
doing
there?
battles with those fucking
What was he
yappy
battling
bitches,
on,
dude. He was
abortion?
just battling them.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
And he was hitting them with the fucking Hillary Clinton denied the election.
Lana
He was
Del Rey's
naming-
not all that.
He just named all these people that denied the election that were
said that about
Democrats.
Lana Del Rey?
And then one of the ladies'
She's a liar.
responses was just, "Could you lower your voice? We're not screaming. You're screaming." Like they couldn't acknowledge that everything. Ted went on and spit facts.
Yeah.
That's their version of there. THEIR.
Yeah, it really is. They're like, you're raising your voice right now.
Dude,
Can you please lower
I
it?"
hate when conservatives get tone police, dude.
Yeah.
You started tone police.
Let us scream, dude.
Yeah,
Us.
dude.
Conservatives. You're conservative.
Us. U.S.
You're
Yeah.
conservative. You're definitely
Yeah.
conservative. I've heard you.
You gonna out me?
You've been tiptoeing it around. I've heard some of his points.
Really?
We had a couple drinks last night, and he started making.
I tried to
You're
keep
trying
up
to
on
make
the alcohol. I
Australia
couldn't
great
do it.
again.
Hmm?
I've never heard of the blacks.
Yeah.
No, we've got our own.
You said
situation going
Aboriginal. Ooh.
No, what?
No, I said a lot of stuff too. I don't want to get into this.
I was being very polite.
now that I'm
put a
remembering
lid on
my
this.
statements.
So you're leaning towards conservative. What was your? Were
I
you-
said I'd like our country to have a nuclear weapon. That's all I said. I don't think you're going to protect us long term. I think the Chinese will come down. It would be nice if we could protect ourselves with a nuclear
You would like
weapon.
to.
You think you're-
You'd like the possibility of devastating China with a nuclear
Just
weapon.
to threaten them and just say, please.
How would
Yeah,
you?
you
I
wanna
think
play
you would
shit.
like
Keep it.
to show that you mean business. You would just nuke Tanzania.
Of all places.
You mean Tasmania?
I do mean that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Shane, for clarifying.
I was thinking that's a good long range
Yeah.
weapon if we can get to
hit
Tanzania.
Fucking
Yeah.
Africa.
Thanks,
Just nuke
thanks,
Africa.
Thanks
We
to
obviously
Skillet.
did not hit that on purpose, but I hope everybody
funny.
knows we're crazy.
It would be funny if someone just preemptively struck Tanzania.
Yeah,
They're like, something was going on there.
would it be
They
great
were
if
going to be big.
I don't know what
Yeah.
they did to
They were
deserve
doing
that, but it must have
something.
been pretty bad.
Dude,
great
I-
if they like they're like shit. I did mean Tasmania. Sorry about that nuclear weapon.
the Kanye interview, I was just thinking, it really was. It was like two factions of the internet meeting each other through those two people. It was like Lex Friedman would be like, "Bro, I care about you. I love you. I care about humanity," and then Kanye would hit some like he would just go off on these other weird like tangents you'd find in the
Yeah.
comments, and it was tough. It's funny to watch, but it's like it's.
I love how the Nazis have like glommed on to Kanye West. Like, they've ignored that,
That's what I'm
that
saying.
one big
Yeah.
fact
I
about
think
him.
we are having
he's
a
an unusual
singularity
face
on the
of
internet.
white supremacy.
Yeah.
I think we're having a
Nazis
pure singularity.
Getting
on
to
the
listen
internet.
to College Dropout, that was rule.
Yeah.
They finally get to blast College Dropout and be like,
Dude, what-
this
what-
is it.
It makes everything look completely absurd. It looks the whole discussion looks
It's all
totally
absurd.
absurd. It's
When-
crazy.
When my Amazing Racist videos hit the internet,
I remember those.
yeah, they got ripped off that National Lampoon's DVD, and a White Power website picked it up. whitenationalist.com, and the headline was "Jew boys got the right idea."
Fuck, dude. They are funny.
They are funny.
They are fucking hilarious.
We're torn on
dude.
this.
They're just like the Black Israelites. Like, they are funny.
Yeah.
White nationalists will hit you with something where you're like, damn, that is fucking
Pretty
unbelievably funny.
Yeah.
But I can't repeat it, but dude, the headlines will be like, Michelle Obama. It's like, chill. But why he's like fucking, what's his name? Daniel Carver. Daniel Carver on Howard Stern.
Wait,
was-
Daniel Carver, the writer?
No, Daniel Carver, the Klansman that used to be on Howard Stern.
Yeah.
He would say shit that was just.
And he would just have a Klansman on regularly in between the woman on the.
He would have
sex
a
machine.
Klansman come on and say the worst shit.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, ha ha ha, this is crazy.
Ye attacked Stern big time.
Stern's an interesting character.
Yeah, Ye was full.
He went on there?
No, he just was like, fuck Stern. He was really giving
He said
it
fuck Howard Stern.
He makes
He
fun
doesn't
of
put on hardcore
Howard,
interviews anymore.
Howard Stern and John Legend gets it bad.
John Legend.
John
He was
Legend.
ripping John Legend.
Fuck John
when he goes
Legend,
down
bro.
being a
Commercials.
nerd.
Fuck John Legend, bro. Chrissy Teigen's bitch ass.
Well, it is funny to
Did
really
you see
think.
their fucking stillborn photos? Their nice stillborn
Oh,
photos
yeah.
of,
Didn't they-
of a happy family?
Woo! That was a crazy cause to be like, yo, I'm going to bring light to this. And everyone was like, bro, that's so sad.
You just mourn for a minute.
Yeah,
before
that's
trying to get
kinda
Instagram
like-
That can't be
likes.
his idea.
Who? John Legend?
John Legend.
Johnny Ledge?
Yeah.
I think
Tight sweater, John Legend, dude. Good speller.
Is that what Kanye says about him?
Tight sweater, good speller.
Holy shit, he called him a good speller?
Yeah, he was just like, I'm not a good speller. I didn't realize, I didn't know how to spell DEFCON. I spelled it DEFCON. That was my mistake. He's like, I'm a bad speller. You can tell he's really fucking.
That's the apology.
He's
He's
like,
happy
I'm
to do it for the
Jewish. I'm a
tweet.
bad speller. That's all it was, and I was sleepy. It is what it is. Now we're here at this
It
moment.
was a sleepy tweet.
Sleepy tweet, dude. It gets it.
Sleepy tweet. Yeah, I come
That's what he said. He goes, I meant DEF CON. You guys are reading into it. I meant DEF CON.
Yeah, I think he was like, I'm just a bad speller. He kept taking notes during the podcast. So he's like, I like that. I'm going to write that down.
Blacks will often put that F where the TH is. This was a nice reversal.
It's open season. He opened it.
Yeah.
It's open season.
It's open season on what?
Jews versus blacks. They can clash again. They can
We're in
clash
clash again. Crown Heights, front lines.
Dude, remember what they did to you guys? They made you guys build the pyramids.
I know.
The blacks and the aliens teamed up and
Nah,
made you,
My hands
Kanye
have
claimed
just gotten
he built the
soft.
pyramids.
Kanye built
He
the
claimed
pyramids.
blacks built the pyramids.
Blacks built it. Hey, blacks. If you're the real Israelites, can I just say something? If you're the real Israelites, where were you during the fucking Holocaust? You should have stayed quiet during all that shit. Fucking speak up. Take some of the abuse.
Hey, some of them liberated you guys.
Two of them.
So you better say thanks.
Thanks.
They
I
broke
appreciate
in.
that. Jim Brown.
There was
and the
a
other one.
black Holocaust.
What?
There was
Yeah,
a black
there was a
Holocaust
couple.
because the French,
pretty-
the French
pretty-
Algerians raped their way through in World War One through the the Sudetenland, and then by World War Two there were a bunch of black people in Germany, and they were
Really?
all. I believe they were Holocausted
They
as well.
didn't fare well during the Holocaust.
No, I think they were, but they were team in arm in arm. Jew is black also, and
Agreed.
Yes.
yeah,
He wouldn't
Thank
say.
you.
you're welcome.
Wait, so
Victim's a victim.
Thank you.
True.
James, thank you.
No, I'm sorry.
I think we should all come together, dude. That's all I'm trying to say. We should all
Let's
come
all
together.
come together in our hatred of the Astros.
True.
Fitbod tailors an exercise program to your goals, equipment, and schedule. It's the easiest way to work out. I use Fitbod myself. It shows you when you're using certain muscles and when you're not. It's pretty cool. It's just a workout app. It's good to have on your phone. It's cheaper than a personal trainer. And their video tutorials make it easy to learn a new routine. It varies your routine for you so you don't have to overtrain. Way cheaper than a personal trainer. Unless I'm more erotic. Fitbod is easy to use on both Apple and Android devices. Keep your workout momentum going. Get personalized workouts from Fitbod that get tougher as you do. Get 25% off your subscription or try the app for free when you try to sign up now at fitbod.me/drenched. That's 25% off your subscription or try it free at fitbod.me/drenched. When you've had a long day, unwind like a grown-up with a Lucy pouch. Check out all that Lucy has to offer at lucy.co. I can't personally endorse them because I'm not addicted to tobacco or nicotine, but I have heard good things. That's lucy.c.o. Use promo code DRENCHED at checkout. If you're a listener from Canada, you can now get Lucy at ca.lucy.co and fill your Supreme liters as you can, because you don't have these things. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical according to the current research. But if you're interested in a better way to use nicotine, visit lucy.co and use that promo code DRENCHED. Have a great day.
Dude, I was in Philly this past weekend. What fucking... I never got as big a response as when I had Nate Marshall come out and tell me if and 6 if the Sixers won. If the Phillies won, yeah. I was
Oh.
like, just interrupt me. Wait till in
Dude,
between
you
a
know
bit.
what I did?
What?
I was before I went on. It was the end of the Astros game.
Yeah.
It was so during the 7th inning, the TVs were on in the showroom, and the whole crowd was going crazy.
Fuck that.
So I'm like sitting there listening in the green room, like they're watching the game, dude. They're now we got to turn to be like, game's off. Hey everybody, welcome to the comedy show.
It's like a bar show.
So yeah, it was rough. So they turned the TVs off. The show starts. They were actually pretty good, but I knew it was coming. It was in the 9th, and I had my phone on the stool. I had the game. I had the game live, so then I could be like
While you're doing stand up,
in the middle of my set. I was like, all right, hold on, sound lady, could you turn the TVs back on with the sound? And they got to watch Aaron Judge bitch ass get fucking out.
He just
You
did
were in
not
Houston
show
for
up.
I was
that to
in
happen?
Houston. I was on stage when they clinched.
you had the game playing.
I had
while
the
you're
game
doing
on my
stand-up?
stool.
And you
and I
like
was,
turn it on?
Dude.
That's
and I was like,
smart.
turn it on.
That's
they turned on
smart.
the game. The place fucking went crazy. And then I was like, that might ruin the show. But the first joke I told, they were like,
They were so
They
stoked.
were so excited, dude.
Well, that was the beginning of your set that he hit the home run.
No, it was the Astros game, not the
Oh.
Phillies. But I was in
They were
Houston.
closing it out.
Oh yeah, no,
So the
that's
Houston
Super-
Astros got
that's
to-
the
yeah.
World Series.
It was a nice moment.
Damn, dude.
Yeah,
That's fucking wild.
it was a cool moment.
Did you keep the game on the entire time during your set, or just in the beginning?
Well, it was pretty early. It was the 9th inning when I went on stage.
Did you say you're
So
we're
I
gonna
just
beat you?
3 outs. Yeah, I closed the set with "Fuck the Astros, go Phillies."
Good.
Fuck yeah.
I said, "Fuck you guys, Phillies."
I'm kind of blown away, dude. Come and keep the game on while you perform might be the next thing you have to do.
yeah,
Always have the game on while you do stand up.
That's old bar shows that always happen. They're like, we're not
Yeah.
turning the Laker game
Just
off.
keep
Like,
your cell
come
phone
on.
playing the game and stop. Like I don't know. Like, oh shit, they scored a touchdown.
Yeah,
Just
no,
keep
they-
going in. Think about it.
but
Jokes.
I will
Think
continue to
about
do
it.
that.
I like that.
It was fun. It was fun to look over.
That's so fucking funny.
But you did that in Philadelphia. You told them.
Yeah, they went more nuts than any response
Yeah.
I got.
Yeah.
Any response I got.
Yeah.
It was like wild for about a minute and a half straight.
That's pretty cool.
Old ladies like, yeah.
Dude.
They stopped interrupting my bits for fucking once.
I was
They are
there.
animals in Philly.
What was that? 2009, I think, when they
Yeah,
won.
2008,
I was
yeah.
there in Philly. I was going to school, and they won. And I'd like turn on the TV. It was the 9th series of the World Series, 9th inning of the World Series. I was like, oh shit, they won, and fucking, it was a riot. I went and
It's a
participated
riot.
in a riot. I was like, oh
Yeah.
cool, and I walked down and
The last
drank
time I was
beer in a deli, and it was like, woo,
yeah, we did it.
I'm not paying for this.
Yeah. Stealing. Philly. The last time I was there was the weekend before.
You were a peaceful protester.
I was.
There's going to be a peaceful protest. If the Phillies win, there will definitely be a peaceful protest.
Oh, for
along
sure,
with
for
the
sure.
racial protests.
Oh,
The
what?
Eagles, they were pulling people out of their cars and fucking beating them up for
What?
no reason. Yeah.
Who did
I was
that?
there that weekend. They were greasing up poles. I'm like, if the Phillies.
They were
if
beating
the-
up white people?
If the
What is
Eagles
the
lose,
greasing up poles thing?
That's because they climbed.
They
the
climb
climb
poles.
poles
Okay.
and they don't stay up there.
The dude's fault. I think someone
They
fell
fall.
and died. They people climbed the top
Hopefully.
of poles and they fell and like fractured their skulls.
That's a tribute to the victory. It's a
True,
human
I mean,
sacrifice.
it
Yeah,
is.
It
beautiful.
is. It's the greatest.
It
tribute.
is awakening an ancient like energy in dudes to like be victorious in the World Series, dudes. I watched him hit that home run. Guys look each other in the eyes and they're like,
Yeah,
it's pretty sick.
it's really really fun, dude.
It's awesome. It kind of rules.
I was so happy when he hit that home run. When Bryce
God,
hit that
dude.
home run, he did
Yes.
that for me.
So
Dude,
stoked.
we need
He
to be
did that for all
accessing
of us.
that more throughout the day. Just find someone and be like,
Yeah, hand
It
line
does
it
bring
now.
people together. Everyone's
Yeah.
wearing the jerseys out there.
yes.
Yeah, what are you talking about? People beating people up for the Eagles?
Yeah, when the Eagles won, they were pulling people out of their cars and just.
That's not true.
100%.
I've never
true.
seen more.
Look it up, New Lemaire. Look it up.
People
I've
who
never
weren't
seen more
Eagles
love.
fans, or like-
What?
why
I
were
was
they
I
doing
was around. I left. That was
Eagles
it was,
fans, yeah.
Yeah.
No, they're just beating up randoms. It didn't matter. That's how they show love in Philadelphia.
Yeah. Yeah, if I want to see if that's the case. That's pretty.
I don't
wild.
think that's true. I think always. I
Was
think
it like- was
I think
it-
it's the case of the
Nate
JM.
Marshall
You think
told
it's
me that.
JM?
Nate
I think
told
it's
me
the
that.
JM. You are the JM, dude.
I am. Anyway, the point is,
dude.
I'm switching allegiances.
Yes.
I'm swapping.
Are you
No,
really?
no longer a Yankee, dude.
Yeah. Fuck them. They betrayed me too many times.
This is unbelievable.
This
This
is
is a
huge.
big moment, folks.
Breaking.
Aaron Judge, it's not all about the regular season.
Yes, Bryce.
Oh shit,
Bryce.
dude.
It's time.
You're
That's
the man,
how.
dog.
That's how you do it.
You are good in that.
I've always loved you, bro.
That does suit you better. Those colors.
God.
Yeah,
Dude.
you look good in
I bleed
pinstripes.
red and white.
That's the move. I don't know why conversions to different sports teams are frowned upon. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Wait to see the winning team. Everyone root for the winning team, and the whole country can just be like, wow.
Yeah, Phillies are America.
That's
Houston,
what?
they're about to secede.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Don't root for Texas.
Stolen
anything.
Mexican territory. How about they give that fucking shit
yeah.
back?
I was hitting him with that.
Did
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, I was down there. I was saying
Nice.
you guys are lucky. You know, anytime I perform in the South, I like to tell them.
Who's in
Say,
Texas?
don't
Elon
make
Musk? Joe Rogan? Rich people?
Yeah.
No, the common man's in Philadelphia.
Heard that, dude.
Yeah, M. Night Shyamalan,
That's right.
Meek Mills.
Yep.
Yep. Allen Iverson.
Andre 3000. He's still there. Yeah.
Where? Philadelphia?
Andre 3000 was in Philadelphia for a while.
Bam Margera's
Playing the flute.
music.
I know. I heard he plays the
Playing
flute
the
too.
flute. Just walking around playing the flute.
Really?
Dude.
What?
That
Yeah.
tracks.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. All right. That's a good bit.
Well, that's huge.
Thanks.
You're in, dude.
Thanks.
Hell
Welcome
yeah.
to the Brotherhood. It's going to be a fun one.
It's gonna
Yeah.
And you
be
get to watch the Eagles win the Super Bowl, too.
Dude, they're playing so good.
I hope they win it.
It's gonna be crazy.
James, what do you think about it?
I'm just struggling to keep up with a lot of these names, but I'm loving it.
Tell us about Australia. What's going on over
bring,
there?
Yeah, bring us.
But in general, what's going
Yeah,
on?
what's
bring us
going
into your
on?
world.
Very little
Are
week.
you guys being gay about COVID?
We're getting
gotta
a
be
little
done,
more
right?
relaxed.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just now?
just now. Yeah, like in the last couple of
Guys,
weeks.
chill.
No.
It's the stickers are still everywhere. You can
What's
stand where
the
you want on the
stickers?
floor, like tour
Oh,
stickers.
yeah.
Going,
Yeah.
This place and that place.
It's pretty dehumanizing,
Stickers.
honestly.
It
But
is.
you've still got in New York and California, you've got masks in weird places. Like libraries have masks still.
You have to wear masks.
No,
in the
you
library?
do. Every,
Well,
we're
to be fair, the
masks
people
gone
who work
everywhere,
in
but you've still
libraries in
got-
America are the biggest pussies.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody really
fair.
goes to libraries except to
Nobody
jerk
goes
off
to
in front of
libraries
kids.
anymore.
I often spend a lot of time in your library.
What are you doing in libraries?
Oh, I was walking around LA and I just had 15 hours in LA with my bag and I just walked around. So I went to the Inglewood.
You call your wife
Library
your
and-
bag?
No, I've left her at home. She's not allowed to come.
Oh,
She's not
okay.
allowed to travel.
So you went to the library?
Yeah.
What did you read?
There were good books on chess at the Inglewood Library.
You
There
went
was
to the
a
library
big
and
chess
read
collection.
books
Yeah.
about
Inglewood?
chess?
You went to
Yeah.
a library in Inglewood? Damn,
Yeah,
dude.
I didn't know anything about
You
it.
fucking
and it was
read
great.
a book
It was
about
lovely.
chess?
I read several books about chess in the Inglewood Public Library.
Like
great
how-
murals, great toilets. Love Inglewood
No, you
Public
took
Library.
a dump in the library.
I did take a big dump in the Inglewood Public
Reading
Library.
about chess.
Yeah.
Took a shit. Took a shit.
I'm turning up. I'm taking America to the max. I'm loving it here. This is a
my
great
cousin's
country.
actively trying to shut down all the libraries
Why?
because he's like, they're a huge waste of money. They're obsolete. We can just give everyone a hard drive with all the books on them and shut down the physical or use the physical space for something more useful.
Should put the homeless in there.
Repulsive.
That's what I'm saying. He's
There
trying to
were a lot of
all
homeless
shut
people
down
there,
all the
yeah.
libraries.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Big
I'm kind
time.
of with him.
Homeless people need Wi-Fi.
I mean,
They
just,
get it.
Yeah,
They
just-
get it in New York with those fucking kiosks.
They all got phones, and then we built them kiosks so they could charge their phones.
yeah. It'd be like if we kept a warehouse full of
Fucking
cassette tapes,
crazy.
it'd be like, dude,
Yeah.
fucking get that warehouse out of here. It'd be crazy.
What are you going to do with all the books?
Burn them.
Burn 'em.
Burn them, yeah. Burn them for heat in the winter.
Yeah,
What will the
burn 'em.
JM say about that?
Huh?
The JM's not going to be happy when that happens.
Right now, the JMs are the ones censoring everybody.
They're helping us be better versions of ourselves.
Yeah.
I still
JMs?
want to be
Sure.
typed
I mean,
with
they're
JM.
1 point for the dick. The dick haircut. It's like, all right, figured that out.
I've
a
never
long
heard
time
somebody
ago.
say it's more sensitive. That's
That must
great.
have been
Feels better.
crazy. Dude.
Yeah. Oh, it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a better shape.
What?
Scar tissue's in a better location. It's rib.
For sure, it's better. Shape.
Yeah.
It's like a muffin top.
Yeah, I'm
Fucking get it
I
And
mean,
then
it must
also
have
there's
been
like
pretty impressive.
the clean with the foreskin things get trapped and you got to wash it all the time. And
Yeah.
there's the
Ew.
smell, but
especially in
let
the
me tell
desert.
you,
That must have been tough.
just
dude.
open, happy.
Yeah.
I don't
Feels more
wash after
masculine.
fucking.
You had
Forward
stuff in your
facing.
penis,
Not anymore.
but you used to get stuff in there.
Lint.
Like a little
It's like,
pocket.
it's like a belly
Like
button.
a little
yeah,
belly
it's like a
button,
belly
yeah.
button.
Belly buttons
Belly button.
stink, huh?
It's not right. As sexy as a belly button. For some people, very sexy, but not for me.
That
Yeah,
was a good one. I guess.
Wait, are you circumcised?
Yeah.
Everyone in your country is. Are you circumcised?
We're Christian.
Everyone,
nation,
we're
bro.
nice people.
Yo,
we're good,
welcome
smart
home,
people.
brother.
Yeah, it's a
Welcome home,
Judeo-Christian
brother.
nation.
Great to
She's circumcised too.
Hey. Hey. What's happening?
Yeah, can you talk about your
So your
Christianity?
penis. Yeah, let's get into this. So
Let's
you
go-
went
let's
to
do common
you went to
ground.
we've talked about that cult before.
Which cult?
Yeah.
Your cult.
Oh, the Catholic thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
The
Matt
Steubenville.
brought it to my attention
Yeah.
years ago.
Found
How
it in
do
a
you know
magazine.
about it?
I just
Yeah.
read about it in a magazine.
Man, it's
How
the
was-
nicest. I'm resisting the
condemning
term
them?
cult. It is the nicest, loveliest town I've ever been to.
Cults are nice.
Terrible football team.
Really?
Well,
Who were they playing against?
they were
Jews?
playing Toronto.
Wait, what town?
Steubenville, Ohio. I loved it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a Catholic town.
Yeah.
He's like a devout Catholic.
Yeah, it's like back the priest back
Do
to
you,
the.
do you ever see those Church of the Holy Sepulchre where they swing those fucking steel rods
Smells
full of
and bells.
smoke?
Yeah, I love it.
Damn, that was badass.
Smells and bells.
Yeah,
What do you like?
And they
And
dance in
you
the
go to
grave
a
with that
Latin,
one black dude.
Latin mass?
I do. Yeah. Oh, wait, which black dude?
Jesus.
Yes, we love him.
He wasn't black, dude.
What?
I mean,
Arab.
He would have been in the sun a lot.
Seminary.
He would have been darker than we are today.
I like how the blacks try to claim him when he's clearly Arab.
Yeah, he's obviously Arab.
And
We
they
all
were
came
like,
from
not
Africa,
white
though.
means black.
we all did come from Africa, though.
You ever think of that?
I mean, who built the pyramids? I don't know.
Aliens,
Calling us aliens now.
aliens, and the blacks.
That is crazy to have an eighth wonder of the world just lifted up under your fingertips. Like, nah, that was us.
Yeah, we did that.
We did that. We did that.
You guys, what have you guys done?
Fuck it. Stock market.
True. Pretty good.
You know.
What
pretty much,
else? That is pretty good. Hollywood.
a schmear.
Mendelssohn.
Hollywood.
You had.
Nuclear weaponry.
Yeah.
Yep.
My thing, why don't we just settle it once and for all? There has to be the easiest thing to like truly investigate and just prove, and then from there be like, all right,
What's
where-
that?
Like who made the?
To be like, it's the Jewish controlled media. Like that's a lie. Like fine, I don't care.
I
But
don't know why
like,
we won't admit it.
hit the fucking paperwork and then be like, look, we only own 30%, and be like, yeah, that's fair.
Right.
50, 60, 70, like what percentage of the media would have to be owned? And then it's like at that point, it's like
Gardini's looking it up.
At-
You can be
well,
on a
that
list, guard dog. You can't.
Dude,
You can't
that's the thing. I
the
don't. That's the thing
media.
that freaks me out. Is like, why not just like look into it and then be like, oh, it's 60%, and people go, okay, well, that's fair, free market capitalism. Why are you crying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, what's the fuss?
What's the
true
fuss?
It's not
number?
a group. It's their individuals who all own it.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But there are Kanye West is arguing like, yeah, but if they happen to all be, or if 90% would happen to be Jewish who own the media, theoretically,
Yeah.
he's like, I'm just saying that's the case, and they're like, no, that's not true. It's like, dude, we can easily prove this.
Well,
right
it
now.
is true
The guy
Is
from
it true?
Virgin. The guy from Virgin is
that
not Jewish.
most of the
No.
heads of media corporations are Jewish.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
Yeah,
Really?
I think that's
But like
definitely.
I don't know.
90% of
I
your
have-
basketball players are black.
So do
It's
they
not
own
like
the
the
NBA?
black-owned NBA.
the what?
You can be white and play in the NBA. Like the blackness
For sure.
doesn't qualify you to do it. And maybe it does. I'm not
point.
familiar
What
with
are
the
you
rules in this
saying?
country.
What the hell are
I'm
you
just saying
talking
white
about?
people are having a hard time playing sports over here.
We're having a bit of a renaissance, dude. We've been
Yeah.
flying
Yeah.
in those Eastern European bros.
We
who
are
have
having
been
a
like-
renaissance.
You getting big Croatians in there?
MVP
Oh, yeah.
the last 2 years in the NBA has been a honky.
He's so good.
Yeah, true. Gasol.
Yeah.
Wait, who owns the media corporations? What is
Gasol.
there?
Is that
New
who it
York
is?
Times.
Al Gasol.
Pal
New York
Gasol.
Times,
Gasol.
No,
New
it's
York Times
I
are
know.
Mexican.
My
got
bad.
it.
My bad.
What's
got it.
Carlos Slim?
Well, that's
Am I right?
Hold on. We don't change the subject.
Yeah,
We're
I
getting to
think
the
so.
bottom of the JM.
Okay,
That's
that's what I'm
what I'm
talking
saying.
about.
Google it.
I'm saying the New
New
York
York
Times
Times
is
is
owned
by
by a
Mexican
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 guy.
analysis.
We're talking over each other.
True, true.
This is exactly what the JM wants. They want us squabbling.
What's the prognosis?
I mean, I tried in the car. You can't really find the data.
They won't let you find the data.
Why not? That's what I'm saying.
Look at the first
I-
page of Google.
We
Just
know
go
how
to
many white
Wikipedia.
CEOs there are.
Who owns YouTube?
Google.
A lady? No, not
No.
CEO. We're talking about owner.
Yeah, bro. We're talking about the board.
Who owns YouTube?
My thing is
Zuckerberg is big.
Zuckerberg,
He's
yeah.
Jewish. That's a
True.
big one.
But then Bezos owns Amazon. He's not Jewish.
He's
is
not
he?
Jewish, but that's not media.
Yeah, what the fuck's Bezos?
They have Amazon
I
Prime
think he's
Video.
like super what,
like-
like
They're trying.
top level white.
What's that one? It's like Zoroastrian. What's
Zoroastrian?
that?
Is
Yeah.
he Zoroastrian?
He might be Zoroastrian.
He
dude.
could be.
I don't
Lizard
know
person.
what
That
he
predates
is.
Judaism, though.
Yeah, I don't
That
know
was
what
one of
he
the
is.
first monotheisms.
Damn, dude.
Zoroastrian.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can marry your cousins.
Ahura Mazda is the god. And he has an evil counterpart that brought all the evil into the world.
What's the evil guy's name? Do
I
you know?
forget. It's something like that, but it's like,
Mr. Naughty.
yeah.
Yeah. That's the translation.
Mr.
That was,
Knott.
dude,
Mr.
Zoroastrianism was the shit for a while, and it just completely collapsed.
Yeah.
Couple
Jesus
guys
came.
left, couple
Jesus
bros
came
left.
and gave the world the truth.
Well, yeah, then it was Judaism.
You
and-
guys tried to deny it, and you hurt him. You hurt him. You guys were mean to our Lord.
Yeah, we tried to stop something that would affect our dominance. What
You
world
had
did
no
we-
dominance, dude. Rome was fucking you guys up.
David fucking nuked you guys with a goddamn slingshot, bro.
What?
Yeah, Judaism was the most powerful place on earth.
Well, I do think they were in the process of getting the power.
You couldn't even figure out what you were trying to say. It was pretty good. The Romans came in and gave you
We
all
had
that
we had
for
a no conversion rule when David was in charge.
Yeah.
They're like, we're too. You guys are gonna do this for the wrong reasons now. Just trying to join up. No conversions.
That is the one thing. The Jewish history is, it's epic, dude.
Yeah.
Literally a small band of dudes fighting their way out of a desert, trying to get killed from every angle.
yeah.
I'm like, it's kind of a success story.
It's
I'm always
Kill Bill.
like,
It's a fucking huge success story.
it's crazy.
Now they
dude.
control the biggest empire in the world.
The
It's
media.
pretty sick.
They control the
That's what I'm
United
saying.
States.
What
They
I'm
control
saying
the
is,
banks and media.
I think
In-
I think the history is so fucking lit and terrifying
Yeah.
that it's just like, dudes, I'm if I find out that it's 95% JM, it's just a big high five. Like, dude, that's the craziest.
every Nobel Peace Prize or
That's
every
the-
Nobel they win everything.
They win
That's
everything.
what I'm saying. If
They're
we find out
smart.
it's true, then it's like, okay, what's good? How'd you do it?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Learn from them. Focus on the positives.
That's what I'm saying.
I
But
think
no
people-
one will give me the data.
I
I'm
don't
trying
think they
to
own the
deliver the
media.
ultimate high five and be like, dudes,
What?
Who are the big media outlets? Because they were saying Jews are
Viacom?
It's like two.
CBS, AT&T, Comcast. But they were saying Jews control the media before any of these places existed.
true.
I think they did.
But who are they?
they-
Like,
We
who owns
don't.
them?
You literally can't talk about. You literally cannot talk about this.
Why can't we talk about
Because
it?
they think if someone got the right fucking internet image of like all the things, they would just everyone would launch a Holocaust again. It's like I don't think that'll happen.
No.
No, if you want to appreciate it, like they said the Jews ran Hollywood.
Yeah.
Hollywood was making the best movies in the world. The
I'm
Jews were not
saying,
running
bro.
the French film
We
industry.
ran it right to
they
the
were
top.
terrible movies.
I'm trying to give my
Yeah.
brothers
Jews did
a
a
high
good job.
five.
That's
Jews
right.
did a great
Dude,
job.
Yeah.
My people were literally white savages in the plains, and we got Christianity. which stem from Judaism.
That's right. Even Christianity comes out of us.
It does.
You don't even have your shit without
the
us.
Jews made Christ.
Ari Shaffir Jew, November 2nd, only on YouTube.
Yes.
Big high five. But, and then Kanye West goes, he's been wronged. His people have been wronged. That's his complaint. And he just wants to engineer a better future. But his whole point is you literally cannot have this discussion at all.
We're
It's
doing
like, fair enough.
We're doing
We
it.
think we're doing
No,
it.
I do like
See how it
that.
goes.
The can't have a discussion is interesting.
Yeah, you can't talk about it. But they also, from every angle, you go, oh, okay. It's like, yeah, but the Holocaust was in the 1940s, bro.
Yeah.
I have a penny from when there was the Holocaust, I think.
Yeah.
I can go, ooh, that was a bad year.
It was a bad year.
Let me have that penny.
Ooh.
But when he says you can't talk,
Just any penny really will do.
But yeah, that's the one that's like, it's kind of weird.
but he said like you can't talk about this. But he wasn't just talking about it. He said he wanted to go DEFCON 3.
But his whole thing is he has to go over the top to open up the convo.
But like there should be
That's what he
some
said. That's
level
why
where you
that
feel
makes
nuclear
sense.
war on Jewish
It's-
people where
that's what
if there
you
was
read
no
out of
line,
it.
that would be weird. If the media was like, yeah, everyone
I
should
mean,
be having
dude, say
nuclear
you're
war
going
against Jewish
DEFCON
people.
3 against the Jews is wild.
It's a lot.
You can't have a discussion like you have
He's
to
having a
rethink.
mental breakdown.
I think he's super smart and up to something. He's trying to make interesting points.
I don't think.
I think he's been
think
doing
Well, that's
well.
so Lex-
What
I
does
think
White
he's-
Lives Matter mean? It's got to mean something
Oh,
more than
that
just
was-
I hate blacks.
It had the Pope on the front,
Wait.
and it had Spanish.
No,
No
it
one
just-
read into
he
it. No one
watched-
read about the shit.
He watched Candace Owens' documentary
yeah.
about how Black Lives Matter is a fraud. She made a documentary about that.
Yeah.
He watched it. He was like, "This is the truth."
He brings
Yeah.
it up. He brings it up.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
loves that documentary.
He brings that up.
He recites
Then
it.
what does he say? Then Lex is like, he's like, dude, I'm as healthy. He's like, I'm as healthy as I've ever been. I haven't taken medication in 2 years. And Lex is like, how you been sleeping? He goes, that's low hanging fruit, bro. Don't ask him. Was he like basically alluding to the fact he was in a manic episode? He goes, dude, you're better than that.
You're
That's
better
that
than
like Piers Morgan, old guy on the way out, low hanging fruit, grab rating shit. He goes, don't do that, man.
Wow.
Yeah,
How you been sleeping?
yeah.
Low hanging.
He was hitting him with like, are you on a manic episode right now?
Oh, don't do that. Don't just call me crazy.
He's like, bro.
That's what did
low hanging
Chappelle
fruit.
when he's like, I don't want to do this anymore. You guys make this suck. And they're like, you must be crazy. You're on drugs.
Yep, but dude,
He's
he
like,
either
"Can I
is.
just
But I think Kanye is having a manic.
It's
episode.
so hard to do because you watch
think
it. And it is a lot of it's complete.
I mean, it's none of
hard to
my
follow
business.
Nonsense.
Yeah.
What
True. Fair point.
if he wants that? If he's having a mental breakdown, who am I to sit there and be like, he's crazy? I'm not calling him
I
crazy.
It
think-
is easier to write off a point you don't like by saying you must be crazy.
To
Instead
be
of-
fair, I think I've podcasted while manic. To be fair,
Yeah.
to be fair,
Yeah.
that might be why I kind of watch him and I'm like, I love him.
It is interesting.
It's very
watching
low.
my
It's
brother on
interesting.
a manic episode and be like, here's another thing I'm thinking.
A Beautiful Mind was a good movie.
Yeah.
But no, it is. Yeah, it's weird. The whole thing's weird and very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. But it is, I don't know. It's interesting.
But like 6 of the last Manic episodes have been great, back to back. No one when he was on Ellen, when he was doing the.
He's going
Did you
after
see the
Pete.
BBC interview 10 years ago when he's on? It's tremendous.
And he's all over the place there
He's,
too.
I think Yeezus is a full Manic episode.
Dude, I
Yeah, a lot
think
of his
evolutionarily it might have a place in like some dude
Yeah.
just goes berserk for 6 months and comes back with like one good idea and you're like, whoa, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of sick.
He would go berserk and put out like the best music.
Yeah.
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 I mean, you got to be a little crazy to be on that level.
Yeah.
You renamed yourself from an already fake name.
The name change is wild. Yeah, he does make wild claims too. Like I'm the best writer. It's Shakespeare, then me.
Wow.
Shit like that. And
At
it's
least he gives up for Shakespeare. Also
True.
a Jew.
true.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh?
No, he's Catholic.
No.
He's Catholic.
No, no.
That makes it true. If
Yeah.
yeah.
You got it.
Fuck.
Just sever a pound.
You guys, you try to divide everybody.
Oh my god, man. But yeah, that's the
It
that's
was
the state-
Shakespeare earlier.
Shakespeare.
Yeah,
Shakespeare.
It changed to fit in.
Where are we at?
What a joy. What a joyous podcast. I will say, this is a joyous time.
It is. It is.
This
Fun
is a
time.
joyous
I
time.
had such a joyous time last night.
What'd you do?
Just got hammered and watched
Yeah.
stand-up comedy.
Dude, I can't wait to drink
It's
again.
so
I
fun.
was.
I
It
can't
was
wait
Bernie
to
Mac
do
for an
this.
hour and a half.
Bernie Mac. It's so fucking good.
He knows all the words to Bernie Mac, and that's really hard because there's
Bernie
not a lot
Mac-
of words in Bernie Mac.
Yeah, true. There's
So-
a lot of
It was so beautiful.
Bernie Mac.
I said that Steve Harvey was my favorite comedian
Crushed.
ever, and he said Bernie Mac is number one.
Yeah, I
Steve
mean,
Harvey's
yeah.
maybe good. but-
Steve Harvey was excellent.
Steve Harvey was excellent, but Bernie Mac was
Excellent.
milk and cookies. It was
It's
very
milk
good. I've
and
never seen
cookies.
that
Dude.
before.
That was so great.
Dude,
My kid's
we
gay.
watched
Yeah.
Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac was so good that I put on Pimp Chronicles after.
I heard
Cat
that
Williams.
in bed. That was
Ah,
And
beautiful.
it
God.
was
It was what?
Was it only okay?
fine.
It was
Yeah.
fine.
compared to how good Bernie Mac was.
It
Mac
is
is good.
really, dude. The Bernie Mac show was good. His sitcom
Yeah, it was
good, dude.
It's
I've never
so
seen
funny
It
when you
was
see
based off
something.
Milk and Cookies.
Was it really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
the
yeah.
whole story.
Three
That
kids.
gay kid.
Yeah.
God
He's just
damn.
foppish though in the show.
2-year-old cheated balls. She's shipping for the devil. It's incredible. When I see my brother, there's going to be a misunderstanding.
Dude.
Can't kill.
You know, Cain killed Abel.
I mean, dude, literally every single sentence he said was just like, yeah, oh, it was perfect.
It's incredible.
It's truly perfect.
And he's in this suit. He's in the. He looks like a pastor. He's got like
His eyes
a
are, like,
hanky
bulging
in his
out of his
hand.
head.
And he's like, dude,
I'm big boned. I'm kidding. No, that special he
take
tells
my
the
shit out this whole room, get dog. Kick it.
That Milk and Cookie special was honestly like the pinnacle
Yeah.
of like how good stand up comedy can be. It's literally every sentence delivers.
Yes.
Let me tell you something, yo. Stop.
Yeah.
Perfect facial expression. You're like, God damn, dude.
It's. I mean, it's making me happy again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
thinking
just
about
punch,
how
punch,
good it
punch,
is.
punch.
Yeah,
There's no
you
long
just
setups at all.
he's reached like a absolute just nirvana of likability where every single sentence you're like, my sister's fucked up, y'all.
Yeah.
You got some in your family. Don't fucking do it.
He doesn't even get to, and then there's a girl, and the little girl, let me tell you about her. He just goes, 2-year-old's devil.
Yeah,
It's like,
2-year-old's
the
devil.
setup is the punchline.
Oh.
Now, 6-year-old, he a faggot.
Yeah, and you're just like,
He a homosexual.
I'm sitting there just like, yes.
He's just called a kindergartner a faggot.
Oh my God.
Oh, some Milk and Cookies.
Yeah, ain't no 6-year-old walking around like this.
Him downstairs.
Him downstairs.
Who the fuck is him? Yeah, god damn, that was great.
Him downstairs.
That's universally everyone like. Dude, to translate that into like Dubai must have been so funny.
Oh, yeah.
An 8-year-old Muslim boy just be like,
Speaking of Dubai, fucking Steve Harvey was at the fight. Did you see him?
What?
It's crazy. Steve Harvey was just in the front row, surrounded by Saudi Arabia, like dude in white. Yeah, it was sick. He was in like a beige suit.
dude, I
Steve
sent
Harvey
you,
rules.
I sent you that clip of the dude, Slim Thug, in Dubai. I sent you the
Yeah.
video. That might be my favorite thing. He's H-Town, by the way.
H-Town.
Of just black dudes dressing like sheiks and walking through Dubai and stunning. I'm like, I hope that is a thing that keeps like going on.
I hope it continues.
That's my favorite. I love the worlds colliding. It's my favorite thing. Just watching a dude fucking stunt on one of those spinny things.
Yeah.
Black dudes own those spinny things at parties. I want to start.
Spinny things?
Like a French
Dude,
like a
so
Lazy
if-
Susan?
The
If
spinny-
you go, there's a spinny thing where like you go on it with your bros and there's a 360 camera and you can just stunt for
yeah.
like 3
you
seconds
just stunt,
at
you
a
get a
party.
cool Instagram video.
And you get like the sickest Instagram video.
Yeah.
Dude, I live in fear of that. I've been to black weddings where I see the spinny thing and I'm like, someone's gonna grab me up on there, and I'm walking away from that thing.
You cannot go on the spinny thing.
I mean,
Did you see that
dude,
video that
I'm
there's a
fearless, dude.
black Jimmy Vollmer that tries to get on one. And he's got the thing. And
He sent me
he
a-
falls off.
Do you know the spinny thing?
We had this with This Not Happening. We filmed like
Oh, yeah.
intro
Anything?
stuff for him.
You
Yeah.
guys were early on the spinny thing.
Yeah.
That was the
Damn.
intros
It
on
went around.
This
So
Is Not
it looked like
Happening.
it went around us.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
crazy machine.
You just hold a weird pose and then it's like,
How much is it to rent that for the day? I might practice.
I think like
You're gonna
$200.
get on a
Backyard.
spinny
For your
thing.
next black wedding, you got to have the moves ready to go. Just get there early.
You just
He
do it
goes- he
cheap on the
goes to a lot of
playground.
them.
Just do it like on a carousel.
I don't think you know. He does go to several.
Yeah, my
Black
wife's black.
weddings?
My wife's Jewish.
No, the
wife's-
story you said
my
on the
wife's Jewish.
podcast.
Was it Black Israelite?
She's Jew also.
But, yeah.
The thing you said about going on Wild 'N Out at a party.
Yeah.
on a podcast, is one of my favorite ever podcast
It was.
stories. I loved it.
It was a fun
Yeah.
time.
I've listened back to it a couple times.
You went
fun.
on Wild and Out?
No, it was I was at a party. My wife's
truly
family.
unbelievable.
My wife's from the south side of Chicago, so I'm at a party. I'm in the south side, and they were like, people were wearing like Wild and Out like shirts in there, and I was like,
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know what the hell's going
That
on.
checks
I'm like,
out.
Everyone's
Dills.
matching. Everyone's looking good. I'm not really asking questions. And then they had planned to have a competitive Wild. They were going to do Wild and Out themselves in their backyard.
Freestyle?
All the bits, dude. And then I'm sitting there. I get picked to play, and I was just like, dude, please, for the love of God, leave me out of this. And I just played. I
And
went
then he
with
had to
it.
do a
I had to do a
freestyle.
freestyle about being black in America. That was the topic, and I was like, you guys are killing me, dude.
What was your?
I had to do a
remember-
freestyle in the blackest place in America about being black in America, stone sober,
And it was what was
Actually,
it?
I
It's
did
about
get
your
the
daughter.
big
Yeah, it's
Black
like
in
she's
America.
half- she
It's
understands
easier
half
than you
of it.
think.
dude. And it was just on the spot go, and it was truly terrible.
What was
God.
it? It's so good.
I don't know
My-
about
my
that.
God.
Being black, I don't know about that, but my daughter might know half. Or it was terrible.
That was
dude.
nice. It was good.
But it was clumsy, dude. I'm giving myself more credit. I remember, maybe I'm just being self-critical on my
I'm
bars.
sure you're being.
I might
very
be
critical.
judging my bars.
Did it get
too.
Wait,
recorded?
no, you think he
They have a
killed
camera?
it on the
People were
freestyle
pretty
rap?
disappointed.
That was not
Oh.
a bad one off the
That
top
was
of
not
his
bad
head.
at all. You're right.
I had some other, but I was like, the drive home was just torture.
And they
It was just-
didn't give it up. They should have been like,
It was kind of like
very supportive.
I got some lukewarm okays, and I was
You
like,
know?
I know what that is. That's bullshit.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe
And
it's
I was
about
like,
to start.
Fuck. Shit.
That's a bad
Went to
position.
the back and I was like, it was fun though. Making people laugh, trying to make people laugh to spit water out was fun.
that is fun.
That was good. That's when I did all right then.
Yeah.
Wait, they drink some water and you have to try
Sip
to make
water,
them laugh?
2 people sit in a chair, and you have to stand with a microphone. There's a DJ behind us, by the way. My wife's cousin was just.
He was mixing it up
It
on
was
the ones
sick,
and
dude.
twos.
It was nasty.
And then you just make jokes trying to make
And you
stick the
had,
water
dude,
up?
watching people who like just, it's like they weren't comedians, so they're trying to make people laugh, and it was just like watching people getting teleported into like open mic energy was so fun for me. Like, oh shit, I don't know, man, fucking yo. Like,
Yeah, what else do I
yo,
want to
what
talk
the
about?
fuck? It was so fucking funny.
He's not surprised.
It got very sexual too.
Yeah.
People started like shaking their ass in like the one dude's face, and like it was wild. I remember sitting there just being like, whoa.
Was it kind of erotic?
I was so nervous at the time. I was like a
Yeah.
bunny, just like like my sexual faculties weren't really working.
You were in a foxhole.
It is funny to be so just checkmated by life, where it's like I can't be like, no, I'm not. I mean, I could have been like no, but then like
Then it gets weird.
that would have sucked. To be like no and sit from afar. I was like, I got to do this.
You have to
You
just
had to do
fail.
it.
Had to do it.
Yeah.
But that's
Next
you,
time I
though.
play WoW Now, I'm ready, dude.
You're good at that.
I'm gonna start writing.
You're good to jump into things.
You have to, dude.
You're very good at that.
You have to jump in.
That's life, dude.
Because in
You
my
got
head, I
this.
was like, I can say no to this, and I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, but dude, why?
Why?
The fact that like, dude, when things culminate in a thing, it's like, why sit it out?
Yeah.
Why
So
not
what
just
if you
do it?
hit hard? What if it just
And
came
what if my
together?
bar's murdered, dude? That would have been
Yeah.
nasty. But he
Would've been
fucked
the
me on the
coolest thing of all
he fucked
time.
me on the subject. If it was anything else, I might have actually murdered.
Yeah.
What it's like to be black in America. What is that, pick out of a hat? Or they gave it to you specifically?
He claimed they were already set. So to be fair, for them to alter them due to my skin color would have been racist. So I support him. My wife yelled at him, but I said, no, Brady, he did the right thing.
He did the right thing.
But yeah, I mean, that's old. That's ancient history, bro.
I'm surprised you weren't there. Trying to assign someone.
His raps are very good. I could make a lot of money off him. I will take advantage of him.
Let's put him in a do-rag and put him to the top.
Whoa.
We
Talking
designed
about
that
me,
for 50.
yeah. Wait, what?
We designed that for 50 cents. We designed his whole outfit.
Did you guys Jews design the 50 G unit tank top?
Oh, yeah.
That can't be.
You guys keep getting better, dude.
The Jews are sick, dude. We've always said that.
I know.
We've never been critical of our Hebrew brothers.
We wish to learn more. I've always been like, I'd like to learn more.
We do seek knowledge in the Torah.
True.
We seek knowledge.
The Talmud.
Knowledge you shall
You don't like
perceive.
these types of jokes. You're a true
No,
Catholic.
I love
You're a
Jewish
Catholic
people.
man.
I love Jewish people. Yeah, I can love Jewish
What's your
people.
take on the
Be
Old
Catholic.
Test? Do you read the Old
Yeah.
Testament? or
Yeah,
you just read
Old
the
Testament's
good
part of
great.
it, right?
It's exciting. It's turn.
Action packed.
Yeah.
Yeah, action packed. Old Testament. Guys,
Action packed.
we're going to switch over
it
to the Patreon.
Yeah, good call.
I think it's time. I also have to dump.
Oh, nice.
I got big crap coming. You'll see me in a minute, relieved on the Patreon. Goodbye. Thank you. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Plug your thing before we go.
YouTube.com/Ari Shafir. Go subscribe now. It'll be out next week.
It's going to be good. I saw it. It's very good.
Hell
I think
yeah.
it might be your best work.
It is. Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate
I think it is. It's really fucking good.
Thanks for saying it like that instead of this is your first good work.
No, you got some good stuff. You got some very good stuff. James, what's going on with you? Do you want to say anything to the listeners? Follow me on Instagram.
I'm trying to buy a catamaran. I got a podcast about trying to buy a catamaran.
You've got a podcast?